Hey there, rulers. Welcome. Welcome to FoWednesday. My son is outside trying to get in. The lights are low. We got Untap pulled up. We're trying something new here on Wednesday in this grand era of COVID. As we get started here, I'll just kind of wait for people to kind of start gathering in. Hope you guys are doing well. Feel free to hang out in the chat. I got the chat open up over here. We're going to be doing our new show today, FoWednesday. We're going to spend in this first hour talking about Selesta, building a list. And at about 7 o'clock or so, Paul's going to join us. We're going to play some games against Paul, and then it's time for the members. So the last segment of the night, we'll be opening games up to people who are members of the channel. So if you want in, you can go ahead and click that join button down below. You can go ahead and let us know in the chat here if you want in on a game. We'll try to get you in tonight. The other thing is, too, is we have updated our Discord, the Ruler School Discord. There is an invite link in the description down below. You can click that to get jumping in on that so that you can be participating, because that is the way we're going to be able to talk to each other when we're playing our games. As always, if we're getting started here, if you hear anything that needs to be fixed, whether it be audio go up, audio go down, my voice to go up, my voice to go down, music, anything like that, just let us know in the chat. It's the easiest way so that we can make those fixes. But with that, let's jump right in. So, Selesta. Let's start this off here. I've been playing Selesta for a bit, so we're kind of starting a little bit with what I've already been working with. But, oh, here we go. We're starting with kind of what I've already been working on. I do want to make some slight tweaks based on some things that I've been seeing in the chat. But let's talk about her. So Selesta here, front side, we're doing that exploration pieces, judgments for 3. We're trying to get those free activates, or essentially free activates of our treasures. And then on the back side, we want to have that +7/+7 for every treasury we have that's removed. And then we can get Eternal if we have 5 or more. And then we still have that ability. We can't explore anymore on the back side, but we have that ability to cast them or put them on the chase. So we're going that way. Stone base wise, we're going green, blue, white. But because of a tech card I want to play and kind of free up some space in the sideboard, we're going to play some different colors, blue stones for our secondary stuff. So I'll go into that here in a second. So let's start off with our best things is deep wood, because we're going green, blue, white. So we need some deep woods, some light vapors. Then what we're actually going to do is we're going to do 1 hearth core for red, and we're going to do 1 dark depths. So the reasoning for this is because I want to, these stones were previously in my build, we were running the treasure stone, which I'll pull that up. Magic, epic stone of the treasure, right? There it is, epic stone of the treasure. Boom, right here. So we were playing this because it would get us access to being able to cast those treasures for any cost, at least from our hand. But most of the time what we were going to need that for anyway was the black or the red, which only cost 1. So, and a lot of the times we're getting those removed anyway, so it doesn't really make a ton of sense to play these, especially since we already have 4 green and 4 white. Hey, Nico, welcome. Welcome. If the audio needs any fixing, like I said, just let us know. Feel free to hit us up in the chat. So with Dark Depths and Hearth's Core, we have these 10 blue, which is what we want. And then with Hearth's Core and Dark Depths, we have access to all 5 colors technically in our stone base, which is important because I've been hearing some things going around about a pretty interesting tech to have a win con outside of Selesta. This was mentioned to me by just some things that people have been seeing on Untap, and I kind of want to try it, and that is playing a couple copies of Origins, of the 7 lands, primarily because this is an edition, right? And with Panda King, you can bounce this back to your hand. So the fact is, like, if you get to 5 and you have a Panda Gem in your treasure area, like, you can kind of cast this every turn and just get 7 J Ruler tokens every single turn for 5. And I kind of love that. So we're not super in on it. Oh, I gotta swap these around. So we're not super in on it. We're just gonna play a couple copies. But I do like that as like a backup strat. So whoever came up with that, I've heard rumblings that it was JPK out of Germany, but I haven't seen it played. It's just some rumblings there. So whoever came up with it, we're gonna try it out. Let you know how it goes for us. But yeah, let's. I have a list here. Let's talk about treasures, right? So technically, there are 7 different treasures. I think there might be 8. There's at least 7 different treasures, so you can get Selesta pretty big. But there's 2 treasures that we want to play more than anything else, which is Thunder Parasol, because this card is bonkers removal and it's some really nice J Ruler hate. And then also Panda King, Jewel of the Panda King. We're just playing 3 jewels because it does cost 2. Parasol, though, we want to play 4 of for sure. So that takes that out of the way. For the other treasures, it's kind of a mixed bag. Since we're playing, it's based on like how safe you want to be to try to get to 5. Like, do you want to have exactly 5 to RFG or not? I prefer to kind of have the buffer. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just play all of them. So we've got, but 1-ofs, a lot of 1-ofs. We got Endless Purse for unlimited hand size, which comes in really nice. Dispelling Stone. If you have any questions about Celesta or anything to kind of get to in the chat, let me know. I'm watching it pretty heavily, so what is this guy's name? It's Dark. Arm of the Demon. If you like the setup, we're trying to get a little bit fancy with it. Get some Keurig flexes in the chat for some setup. Just 1 Arm of the Demon. Claw the Dragonoid. And then lastly, we have the Grimoire. Grimoire of the, come on, Jeremy, we're better than this. Grimoire of the 7 Luminaries. I don't use Grimoire too much. Of any of the treasures, it's probably the one that I would recommend cutting the most. It just doesn't really do much. It's just kind of like helpful to have, maybe even sideboarded if you're playing like against a more aggressive deck. Like against an aggressive deck, you might consider the idea of like you play Claw in the main, and then you play Grim in the side, and then you play Grimoire in the side. So like if you're playing against something like Lilius, Claw's not really going to do you much, so you probably want to swap it out for Grimoire. But we're playing all 7 in the main for tonight. Parasol's already in there. It's right up here, and this deck wouldn't be complete without everybody's favorite 4 copies of Kiki. This card is insane. And then who doesn't love playing 8 Cheshire Cats? Playing 4 Selesta. So let's talk about Kiki a little bit here. So Kiki is nuts because it's Cheshire Cat, right? But it's also because of the fact that it makes your explorers a lot more comfortable. It makes you more consistently able to find those treasures, so it helps speed up Celesta's flip. It's really, really good, especially since we're also playing, because we're playing in green variant, and we'll talk about here in a second. We're going to be playing 3 copies of Morgiana, the Wise Servant. Glad to see that card come back. The amount of like card selection you can get in this deck is nuts. We're not playing the 4C variant. Oh, there is one more treasure. I forgot. There's 8 treasures total. This is probably one that you also probably don't really need to play. The Crown of the Ancient King. This one's more of one that you might want to sideboard in case of a mirror and not explore. Like, keep it in your hand. Because if you have a way to kill your opponent's Celesta and you can keep your Celesta safe with a crown, you're in a really good spot. these mirrors will get frustrating. So the reason why we're not playing the 8-4C is because of the fact that we're playing Morgiana, and this deck draws a ton anyway. So like with 4 Kiki and 4 Hidden History, that's 2 cards that draw, or that's 2 playsets of 4 that replace themselves at least. And 2, the treasures like infinitely draw, the ones that can draw us cards. So like Endless Purse draws us a card, Dispelling Stone draws us a card, Claw of the Dragonoid draws us a card for some reason. So like there's enough card draw in this deck that we don't need to worry about the 4C stuff. And like sure, putting a bunch of counters on Mirage is cute. We don't care. Like this deck doesn't really care too much about that. Because we just, at least the way that I'm building it, you don't really have a way to protect it. You're gonna play the green Marvel Rare in his edition. No, and the reason why we're not is because the way that I'm taking this deck right now is all of our Resonators are 1-drops for the most part. So we don't really want to be giving them barrier. We don't really care. And we're not heavy into cancels with this list. It's kind of a value list as opposed to cancels. You can play a couple cancels, I'm sure, but we're just not going to play Alta-Sync in this. Especially since we only have 4 green sources. Alta-Sync gets a little bit wonky there. But we are going to play 2 Wise Dragon. And you'll see why. Like, this is just kind of like my take on it, kind of based on Stephen Holscheiser of Rogues Guild sent me the initial list, and I've kind of played around with it. I'm playing some different treasures than him. I made some space for some other cards more than he did, but this gives you a sense of kind of what we're playing. So we've got 2 Wise Dragons. That's another card that replaces itself. We're not playing 4 of the blue 1-drop Percy. Again, those are cards that we don't need. Like the 4-drop, the 1-drop blue Percy doesn't do us anything. Like we have so many other cards that do us essentially the same thing without having to worry about it. That's like it's not worth our time. So especially when you get into like Morgiana, this is the like powerhouse in terms of card selection for this deck. So this card was back in the original era of Force of Will. This card was used in conjunction with Cheshire Cat and Tama and Reflect Refrain to just make all of your draw abilities like amazingly much better. And up till now, we talked about this a couple days ago in office hours. Like power in Force of Will was kind of defined as what it does impact on field as soon as it hits. And so Morgiana is not that. However, the change to kind of how power has been defined, being more utility, flexibility, what it provides in the long term, you get a lot out of Morgiana. Sure, there is Resonator removal, but like if they want to waste their Resonator removal on a Morge, okay. Like I'm probably gonna draw at least 1 card off of it anyway. And like the longer it sits along on the field, the better. So it's kind of a magnet. So that serves another bonus there, Toby, is that it is a magnet for removal, which keeps the removal off of my other stuff. That's more important. And it's almost kind of like if your removal isn't if your removal is a 1-cost, you spent a 1-cost removal on my 1-cost card. I'm okay with that. Because Will-wise we're the same, and you're down a removal, and I can always play another 1-drop. So right now, the amount of card selection she gets, the longer the game sits on the field, and just the amount of card draw this deck has, it's worth the risk, in my opinion. Personal opinion, though. Optical Camo, I can spell. Optical Camouflage, nice little bounce, and you'll see why we're playing all these bounce spells here in a minute. Well, you already seen it. We have Chilena. Chilena with bounce is insane, especially since there's a lot of things in this package that say bounce an entity, which is really nice, because you can bounce whatever, some Regalia, an addition, everything else, and just put it back to the bottom of the deck, which is awesome. So Bewildering Charm. Yeah. 4 copies of Bewildering Charm. And then lastly, we're playing a 42 card deck. And that's because of Exorcist. And the fact that I love the fact that we can be in blue-white. This card can comfortably sit in our main board. This deck, because it plays mostly 1-drops, has a lot of will. Which is awesome. And so we often have ways to like goof around and play around with our opponent and set up for Exorcist to be really, really good. We are playing Bewildering Charm. We're playing both. Playing Bewildering Charm and Optical Camouflage. Play both. Why not both? Because this, you're right, this deck doesn't have a lot of... because a lot of our removal is... our spot removal anyways, Thunder Parasol or Treasures. It's right here, Toby. It's right here, Bewildering Charm. Because we have a lot of removal that will be tied down to the exploration area, we want to be able to have some spot removal that's based on our opponent's turn. And so again, if we're looking on bounces, right, with Chelina sitting on board, Bewildering Charm and Optical Camouflage are both 1-cost bounces that don't really care about our will because they're blue and all of our 10 stones are blue, or Void, so we can always hit stuff with it. So it's just very, very nice. I do need to go grab for our sideboard here. I'll do it in the face down pile. I'll put these in the, because it's hard to access the sideboard while you're playing, so I'm just gonna grab these. Machina, Melgus, Arla, and Rezard. So I do want to talk about a few things, you know, while we wait. So cards to consider. One of the things that, as I've been playing games with Selesta, that has been interesting to me is like potential stalemate scenarios, especially when you consider what treasures the other Selesta might be playing. So like Claw of the Dragonoid allows us to have Pierce, right? Claw of the Dragonoid's great for letting us have Pierce, but when you get to Selesta being a 40/40 or whatever with having the 5, Pierce is a lot, but she has Eternal, right? So Selesta blocking Selesta 1 doesn't get you a ton of damage, or really anything with Drain doesn't get you a ton of damage. But Pierce isn't going to get you much there, and if the opponent has Arm of the Demon, then you start to get into some really weird scenarios where like they're just gonna, you're just gonna be trading life point swings back and forth. Like, I'll swing with my Selesta, it won't kill you. You'll swing with your Selesta with Arm of the Demon, you'll deal damage, you'll heal it back up. Like there was a situation in Worlds, I have the playmat right in front of me. Which world was it? 2016? There was a situation in Worlds 2016 with Mikage where pretty much everyone, at least at first glance, was under the impression that Mikage was a very, very powerful ruler for the format. But the problem became that if both players were playing Mikage, it was very easy to reach an unwinnable board state where neither player gets to win. Like, it's just, you're just not allowed to win because there's too many counters and you're always just killing each other, and both of them have Eternal, and so just nothing ever dies. But then neither player can win. And with Selesta, that's a little bit of a problem. So this is another reason why there's only, once she gets to that Eternal state, it's pretty much impossible. And so that's why we're playing, the idea is to play, where is he? Not this one. I can't remember which one he's called. This one. The AO1 Blazer. Here we go. Play the AO1 Blazer in the sideboard, and you'd play this alongside with a couple of, like at this stone base, right? We'd bring in a second Hearth's Core and a second Dark Adepts, so that we had the ability to cast this guy, obviously, in the mirror, because this is the way you like win the Celesta mirror, right? Is successfully sticking a Blazer, having it kill their Celesta, and then they're done. Because it also prevents them from being able to excavate or explore anymore. It prevents them from being able to access any of their explored stuff. So it's a pretty good lockout. Because if you don't hit this, your games kind of go on forever. There's an argument to be made on if you feel like you're going into a meta that's pretty heavy Celesta based, you take down a couple of light vapors, because we don't play much light really in this list at all outside of the exorcists. So like the argument would be you go down to 2 light vapors, bump these up, and put the exorcists in the sideboard along with the 2 light vapors, and then just like main deck 2 or 3 blazers, so that you have something to be able to answer Celesta when she gets on board. But like again, that's meta dependent, because you don't want to be going into a tournament, not have an answer to Celesta in the main board, get paired up with it, and be like, well, I can take the game 1 loss to quickly sideboard, but then I'm down a game and I have to win 2. And that's a situation you don't really want to have to put yourself into. Other notable sideboard contributions is things that you're talking about. So Academy Guard is definitely a card I would consider. Again, that would be more if I'm pushing into a control variant. Or if you're playing against like a Welser deck, I could see Academy Guard being very, very good. There's a lot of stuff that can be done there. You really got to be careful about I think this variant's weakness is not having a Thunder Parasol in hand. Specifically against Lilius. Like, I don't know if this version of the deck would do very well against Lilius, because we don't have any instant speed. However, if we're talking about, right, this Hearth's Core Dark Depths having access to more black, at least a couple of stones of black, or, you know, having access to Origin of the Seven Lands to help us get to black or something like that, then playing something to give us +1/+1 counters, maybe like popping out the Morgianas into green Percivals so that we can kind of get a card out of it, although we don't really have anything with flying outside of Dragon. It's like purely just to get that, or playing some of the white spells, right? So like the idea of if we play some of the, what are they called? I have my binder here. The idea of endless starlight and ominous moon, right? So the idea of you know, can sideboard in some endless starlights to help with some early game spot removal, and then sit on ominous moon to be able to help answer Lilius. That's like something you can do in this deck without being too terribly concerned, like sideboard slot wise. Like, this deck does have a lot of versatility. Blue Percy would be better than green. The idea would be to like get it so that you can get +1/+1 counters, but at that point in time, Steven would probably just be playing like both, a package of both Endless Starlight and Ominous Moon would be the thought. Quick check, Steven, since I know you're here and you're my mod, how's audio sounding? Good? I'm too quiet, I'm too loud, music's too quiet, music's too loud. Nobody's been telling me. Yeah, so let's go ahead and reset this to what I think I want to play against Paul. And then let's throw some cards here in the sideboard. So let's do a couple Blazers. There is music. The music might be too quiet, I mean, but I can turn up the music if we want. I just don't want it to be too loud. Nico, can you hear the music, Nico? That's the trick. I can turn it up just a smidge, but I don't want it to be loud. So we're at 9 cards, right? So this puts us up to 10 cards. Yeah, okay, good. I just didn't want it to overbear because I've had some issue where music gets like too loud, and it's chill wave, so it's supposed to just be like kind of there. Good to know I can keep these settings right where they are. Thanks, Nico. Thanks, Steven. So that leaves supposed to be 4 cards, right? So this moon, the lunar sword, and then we'll do endless starlight. The star sword. Boom, we got a sideboard. Oh, right. No, I need to put these actually in the sideboard. My sideboard will be very small. Boom, and boom. Because this is stuff that I need to be able to like reveal, and it's hard to reveal stuff. Cool. I'm digging this. I really like this idea. I really like the idea of having Origins as kind of a backup win con. I like that a lot, because the game is typically going to that far into the, in my opinion, with all the bounce and card selection and everything else that this deck has, we're going that far anyway. Plus this also helps us, whoa, no. Plus this also helps us, this mouse, I'm gonna get rid of this mouse. This also helps us to, the Road to the Sacred Queen. I don't think we need it. I think we have enough spot removal for this, Gray. Yeah, I think Origins of the Seven Lands is a nice little backup win con, as well as kind of helping us get around to the fact that we don't have the treasure stones. So if we like absolutely need to be playing something during our turn, we can kind of get around it that way. So I like that. So at this point, let's see. Is there anything else I can think of with Selesta? I'd be interested to hear if the chat, if you guys have played with Selesta in any different ways, how you guys have tried it. Because this is, I mean, this is just my first pass. The enter tap down. Yeah, I don't know if we need to tap people down on enter. Let's see. Does road? Yeah, because it's just resonators. If it could tap J rulers, I'd consider it, but this deck shouldn't have a hard time initially dealing with swiftness. Because we also have like pseudo ramp, because we do need to talk about the fact that Hidden History Selesta is probably just as good for this deck as Kiki. So like this is really nice to be able to set up our explorers. And then also it pays for the activate ability of Selesta, so like it provides a lot of value in a format where addition removal is going to be minimal. I mean, I think people are going to have to adjust to the fact that we're going to need to start playing additions. Addition removal. Additions are like good now. And sorry, additions that aren't called alter are good now. Darkness instead of white. If res art is still big, then how do you get rid of Pharesia? That's fair. I don't think we super care about Pharesia. I don't know. All my guys are so small. But barrier is a problem. We don't really have a way to answer something with barrier, that's for sure. No sacrifices. That's definitely something to consider. That's a meta choice. Again, all of our stuff is so small, but also like hardy. Like The fact that Chelina takes 2 cards from a Pharesia is actually pretty nuts. But I could see you needing to go into potential black. I think our idea for res art is to like bank on Exorcist and bouncing and making their plays awkward. And then just hoping that Pharesia just isn't a problem. But I haven't played against Pharesia that much, so that would definitely be something that we need to look into, for sure. What would you suggest, Steven, in your mind? And of course, you know, if we decide not to play this Origins of the Seven Lands concept, that frees up 7 sideboard slots. So yeah, I'm not too worried about her like safely hitting me, because like I gain a lot of life with Grimoire. Like, it's crazy how fast you gain life with Grimoire. 200 for each Magic Stone is like 1200 a turn. Like, you can easily get like 600, 700, 800 a turn. And then once you have Arm of the Demon, like, I think the lowest I've gotten in the game was like 20, and then I swung with a 45 Celesta and gained 45. Like, that's a lot. The other thing is too is this does help against Celesta because we have, or Pharesia because we have Bane. So like, if we have a flyer, so have Wise Dragon takes 5 cards to kill, or 4 cards to make it 5 cards to kill, 4 cards to make it not have Bane. So like that's an out to Pharesia. Would be my thought. It'll be important to see. Tried Celesta pure blue and needed a second color. Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of good stuff in blue for Celesta, but I think she does need a support color for sure. But we could do that because of dual stones. But I think she's primarily blue, which is nice, and I think which is why she can pretty comfortably go 3 color. Because of the fact that like so much of her stuff is blue, that like you're splashing for a second color purely for support, which means you're not as dependent on it. So it's good stuff. We are blue white, blue green. We are playing both of those combinations. We have Deepwood and Light Vapors. That's what we are building towards. If you like what we're doing here, you know, I'll just kind of mention it here. If you like what we're doing, you want to consider supporting us, you can click that join button down below, right below the video. You can do that as a way to join us on the channel. In the last portion of the night, we're going to be playing games against members. So that's how you join the channel to become a member. It's $2 a month minimum, and you get more and more perks the higher you go. At $2 a month, you get to be a part of the chat, play games against me during these streams. You get access to, you can already be a part of the chat even if you're not a member. Let me clarify that. But you get, you know, a badge by your name. You get access to the emotes. And when we do like GP streams, those are chat locked to just members only. So if you like what we do, want to consider supporting us financially, we appreciate that. As always, just subscribe or send us a super chat if you want us to make sure that we read your comment here on the page, and then we'll go from there. A lot of this setup is because of members. You know, this new microphone, this nice little mood lighting in the background here, the light that's on my face, the camera. Just trying to make ourselves a little bit more pro streamer here with the Force of Will crowd. Even this music is thanks to members being able to get the license to get all this stuff for you guys. We have some chill music in the background. Also makes it not as crowded for me. While we wait for Paul, we are going to get some practice. Let's go ahead. Particularly practice on executing Celesta's exploration triggers here. Shuffle. Also gotta get used to untap again. Ugh, love to see hidden history here. Treasure on top, Kiki on top, Exorcist, Bounce Spell. I think we're actually probably just gonna keep this. So we're going first. First stone. Hidden history, Selesta. Draw. Put this back up. Oh, yep, back on top of the deck. Explore. Let's see. Ah, peep one. Oh, that's really nice. What? What? Did I send... This is why we practice. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm not practicing against myself in terms of the gameplay. I'm practicing to make sure the execution is good. So we've got this sitting over here. In our expel area, we'll go ahead and activate it. Get to draw a card. Boom. Now we have unlimited hand size for the rest of the game. Can you use either side of Kiki? Oh, no, Amaterasu, great. Thank you for asking that question. Our upcoming Foul Wednesday is all going to be featuring EDL rulers until you get through them all. Yes, at least to start with. We're going to try to do the next 5. Whenever a new set comes out, we try to do those rulers first, a basic build kind of featured towards their kind of core mechanic to give you guys an idea of how they play. And then we usually from there go with more fan stuff or more like curious ideas that we've had as we get closer to the next set. Echo 1991, can you use either side of Kiki when it is explored? The current ruling is yes. The current ruling is yes, that you can cast the spell side of Kiki. For those of you who are wondering, this is Kiki, a spell side of being able to reveal and explore 4. Current ruling is yes, because it's the idea of this card. When this card is revealed from the deck by an exploration ability, you may play it without paying its cost. So technically, the spell side is part of this card. And so therefore it's being ruled that you can cast either side. Yeah, that is very nice. It certainly makes digging really good. There's been some discussion among myself and some other players about maybe a reconsideration of that ruling. I'm not angry if it doesn't change. I think that there is some potential justification to having it not be that way, particularly because of time constraints, because like cast it, goes on the chase, pass priority, resolve, shuffle, draw, explore, 4, hit it again, you know, like how many times does it repeat itself kind of thing is a problem potentially that could be exploited. Not that I think people will, but it's something to like be mindful of. We'll have to see. That's the big question. We did pay 5 will though to make sure that we could stream Force of Will, so we paid 5 green because green's the best color, although not really much anymore. Yeah, that's the problem, is that like if you let it go on and on and on, and the opponent only has like 5 cards left in deck, there's technically, because of the wording on Kiki, even if you have no treasures left in your deck, you can just explore and not reveal a card. Kiki also technically is a card that allows you to never deck out because of how deck rules go, decking out rules go in this game. Because the rule for Force of Will is you only deck out if your action of drawing for turn during your turn can't be taken because you've run out of cards. So with Kiki, if Kiki's the last card in your deck, you can draw it for your turn, cast it during the upkeep, shuffle it into your deck, choose not to reveal anything, put it back in your deck, and then keep going, as long as you don't have an ability that lets you draw a card. And even then, if Kiki's in your hand, you just cast it before draw for your turn. So you never deck out. And that's the case with any of the treasures that that shuffle themselves in. They will all prevent you from ever decking out, as long as they're uninterrupted. So that's just something to be mindful of. So let's try another execution here. I just want to. Okay, let's see. We drew for turn. We recovered. Called our second stone. We'll go ahead and play a Kiki. Oop. Draw 2. Put this back on top. Peep. 2. We'll explore twice. Ooh, Thunder Parasol or Claw of the Dragonoid. It's actually a tough grab. Based on what we would be playing against, we probably will grab Parasol, just to get it there. And this goes to the bottom. We don't really need the swiftness right away. And then we'll probably just pass there, or we can use Thunder Parasol, or kind of, we might as well use it, right? So you just use Thunder Parasol, pop one of their dudes because you can't use it during your opponent's turn, and then pass. And then we're sitting on this will for any of these 3 that we need to bounce something back. Let's go Camouflage. Okay, cool. Drop your turn, recover. Drop, play 1. Out, played Chelina, bounce one of their dudes. Second Kiki, draw 2. Back on top of the deck. Actually, we might not. Yeah, we'll do it. Peep 3, practice. This peep thing is going to make exploration a whole lot better. The problem is that my light is like right in my way. There we go. Now I can see the bottom corner there. Let's see if I can change this. There we go. And then get that explored. Send these to the bottom. Okay, I think we can execute on this when we play. Now we're just waiting for Paul. Hey, 25 people hanging out. Welcome to Foul Wednesday. Glad to have you here. Paul's gonna be here at 7 o'clock or so. Finish game and leave. Leave the game. Ooh. Okay. For those of you who are just turning in, welcome to Foul Wednesday. It is our new kind of replacement for feature match streams, where we are going to be hanging out. We spent this for past 45 minutes kind of talking about Selesta, her mechanic, kind of what we were wanting to build with her. To be perfectly honest, I did have a list mostly set up, thanks to Steven Holstreiser. Okay, deck's ready, and we're standing by about. Okay. Cool. 10-minute warning on Paul. What what we kind of wanted to build with her, why we were wanting to build with her, things to kind of consider. We're gonna be playing with Paul here for about an hour here in a little bit. Once he gets popped on, we'll be playing against his Mikage list for new stuff. And then we'll spend the last, chunk of time, so starting at like 8 o'clock and probably going for at least an hour, if not an hour or two, playing with you guys, particularly people who are members on the channel. If you would like to be a member, join, get support, and get access to that, you can click that join button right underneath. It is the easiest way to support us financially. You get lots of different perks, including like badge names and stuff on our Discord server. We have been updating the Discord server for the Roller School TCG. So if you go ahead and click that link for the Discord invite down below, you can join that, get in there, and that's free. Being a part of the Discord is free regardless, but you can get the ability to talk with us and play games with us, as well as, submissions for deck doctoring if you want, or submitting your own deck lists to be featured here on the channel. That's all through the membership, and it's kind of explained in the tiers. Seeing the Reddit posts here, people kind of coming up. I have all this social. I'm trying to be a streamer, guys. Social media stuff. But yeah, that's the way to kind of help us, but also just being here, hanging out with us, hanging out in the chat. You can feel free to chat us up if you're here. You'll notice that there's no like new follow. I find that stuff to be silly, even if it's motivating. How do I think Selesta would do against an AOJ ruler? I think really good. I think Selesta has a lot of power. I don't think anyone beats her in the late game. Especially not any of the AO rulers. I think Rezard still has a lot of strength, but is naturally kind of potentially hindered by Exorcist existing, and the amount of drop power this deck has. So if you can kind of keep Rezard in check that way. Bounces are also like surprisingly awkward for Rezard that I found. Like bouncing is weird for him rather than straight removal, because he wants stuff engraved to be able to reanimate. So if you put like a Griffin back in his hand, it's weird. He has to find a way to discard it. So that might be a good matchup. Obviously something with barriers, something to be difficult with. So Pharesia is a problem potentially. But I think overall, of the new rulers, I think Celesta is probably the one to have the strongest chance. I also think Lilius is very good. I haven't played Welser enough to... I think that he's good. I think that he's probably better than Lilius. I haven't built it yet. I gotta talk to some people about Welser, because there's a lot of different ways to play him. He also has access to unlimited Law of Silence, technically, if you can get to 10 stones. So, that's a thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go here over on Discord. Hey, I will say, Pierman Joe and Para, welcome to the Discord there. Thanks for joining us. I don't know why this is so loud. Really weird. At this point, just waiting for Paul to join us on the Discord and we'll get some games going. Yeah, steep learning curve, for sure. He's gonna be a tricky one. Let us know in the chat who you're most excited about. I mean, Epic of the Dragon Lord, 6 new rulers, right? I think Selesta is probably a fan favorite, particularly because she's kind of so potentially strong and she's a blue ruler. And people love blue rulers even if they're bad. And so now we have a blue ruler who's good. And so very much people are a fan. Also Kiki. I mean, it's just... Where are you? Look at him. Look at it. Somebody make me a Kiki plush. What's the next thing? We're gonna get Kiki to be Kiki puppet. Maybe I should... Oh, I could probably make a Kiki puppet. Anybody a good puppeteer? Have Kiki stream with us? Or Kiki interviews? I gotta figure out a Kiki voice to do interviews with. Is that the new gimmick? Do we have a segment? Do we have a segment each week that's just Kiki? Or do I have to get a ferret? Put a bow tie on it? What do I think about Welser? I think he's very good. He has the least straightforward win con, I think, of any of the rulers. Because he himself, I'll rephrase that. I think outside of Ragnarok, he has the least amount of like obvious win con. Because Ragnarok himself absolutely just doesn't win games. Like Ragnarok the ruler cannot, an action taken with Ragnarok the ruler cannot win you the game. Like by itself. Right? There's nothing in there that affects your opponent's life. Welser, on the other hand, the cloning of spells, the recovering of stones, like that can directly potentially lead to a winning game state, just by itself, provided you build it right. But like it's complicated to build to that, and like finding out what's the way you want to do it, or like what gets you there, or what combination of spells or cards you want to make use of with that. Not straightforward deck building in the slightest. So I think that he has a lot of potential, has a lot of strength. You just gotta figure out that line. So I put him pretty high up, but I'm not sure how to build it quite yet. That's definitely gonna be one where I'm gonna lean on some of my fellow foul players and be like, hey, yo, help. Because I'm not a competitive builder. I'm a casual builder. I'm more of a tweaker. I'm also a mirror breaker. Would be the way I define my role, like within a team, is like how to break mirrors. So hold on. I got Paul's about to join us.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Paul Reisman.
Hello.
How are you? How are you, my friends?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready to play some games?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. Everybody in the chat say hi, Paul.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Joey, yeah, I'm also excited for Morgiana, like being a playable card. It's so good the card was so much fun back when it was first played, and being able to actually play it again, it's awesome. Welcome to the game, new player from Magic. Glad to have you be here. Let's do this up. So, Paul, I will go ahead and get us started here. Foul Wednesday. Happy Foul Wednesday, Paul.
Found Wednesday. Goodness. Oh, hey, is that you? Look
It
at
is
that.
me.
Using the right deck. Hey, that's the one I want. Boom.
Let's jam some games, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh, I rolled a 3. That's not great.
Okay. Okay, how do I roll again?
Left side of the screen. Left side of the screen. That little bar, menu bar. There is a die that you can like.
There it is.
What is this?
Cool. D6?
What is happening?
I don't
So many
know.
things. Yeah, I did a D20.
You did it at 20. Okay, hold on. Boom.
You rolled 11. You definitely going first.
Yeah.
Cool. I got my counter here.
I have to shovel things, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We haven't played on
Sorry,
Untap.
everybody.
We haven't played on Untap in a while, everybody. So
Yeah.
bear with us here.
This will get easier as life goes on.
Yes, we'll definitely get
But
easier. Wow, what a weird hand this
Whatever
is.
reason. There we go. Let's see, shuffle. So I just draw.
5. The C when you have your like the C key on your keyboard is the hotkey for like drawing a card.
Cool.
And then to send to the bottom of the deck, you can hover over a card and hit the Y key, and it'll send it to the bottom.
See, we're figuring this out.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Cool.
You ready to rock?
I am.
Let's do it. Game 1. Foul Wednesday. Jam on.
So then I just
Click on the Magic Stone deck, and there's a draw to button, and then you can draw to play, and it'll bring your stone right to play. Boom! Gusting Skies. What a weird turn 1 stone for a black deck.
Yeah, that sucks. I also can't move anything. It's not letting me. There we go. Well, that sucks, but hey, it's all right. And then I just do that. Oh.
Cool. Dope.
Yeah.
Call my first stone. Boom. You know him, you love him. It's Kiki.
Oh.
Draw a
It's your
couple
boy.
cards here. Put this back on top. We're gonna go explore.
Okay.
We know what it is. It's
Cool.
a Jewel of the Panda King.
Oh, hey, that's a good card.
That's out of here. And then we'll pass turn back to you.
Cool. All right.
I don't know if you're watching the like stream video, Paul, but I have like the lights in my room set up to be like that pro streamer strat where it's on like dark in the background with the mood lighting.
Ooh.
And
I'm gonna see if I can pull up the stream.
yeah,
There we go.
just don't look at
Turn
my
down the volume this time.
just don't look at my hand.
Gotcha. I can't see it anyway.
Perfect.
Oh, you do have that that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, I figured if we're gonna be doing this on a weekly basis, let's at least make it,
Oh yeah.
look as chill as possible. Oh, okay.
The blood.
The bloodstone.
Just let me move it, game.
No, it
It
doesn't,
won't let me do it.
doesn't want you
It's
to
like
move
snapping
stuff.
to place. I don't know how to fix that.
That's weird.
All right. Boom.
Lord Cow Cow, I didn't know you could use abilities after tapping your ruler. Yeah, you can't. Well, particularly you can't because Celesta's is just an ability that says, try to teach your LGS. So I'll speak to that in just a second. You go ahead and take actions as you do. I'm just gonna talk with the chat. Oh, you just passed the turn after that. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's all you.
So, so Celesta's effect here is a 0 cost effect. So like if I called Stone and Celesta had a tap effect where like it has the tap symbol as part of paying cost, then no, I couldn't do that because I can't pay the cost of tapping. Celesta's ability is just paying a cost of 0, or a will cost. It doesn't require her to tap to use it, so it's just an activate ability that as long as I can pay the cost, I can do whether I'm tapped or not. If you're trying to teach your LGS, I definitely recommend checking out our Force of Will 101 playlist. It takes you through learning about strangers. We didn't do a stranger video for Alice Origins Cluster, but it'll teach you all of the game mechanics beyond that in short little very helpful videos, so check that out. Okay, we're going in. Drawn for turn, recover. Oh, there it is. Okay, we made some spicy some potential spicy fun here that I think you'll like.
Is that a Blackstone?
Yeah, that is a Blackstone. That's a Magic Stone at Dark Depths. I don't really care about the Dark Depths, to be perfectly honest. But what we are going to do is we're going to produce black, and then we're going to reveal this. And use it and filter into a blue.
Sure.
By removing Faria from the game.
Oh yeah, now you can take care of those mirror matches.
Well, yeah, the other idea is too is this is an addition that you can bounce with your own jewel. So then you can just like pay 5 every turn and put 7 tokens onto the field.
Oh god, I'm so glad I have this card still pulled. So good.
Yeah. So I'll play as another Kiki with that blue.
Sure, why not?
And then we'll put this back on top, and we'll go ahead and explore for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Peep 2. We'll hit Endless Purse. Get that RFGs. And I think we'll pass there. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wait, right. We can't hit you for 0, so we'll pass there. Go ahead.
at the end of your turn.
Sure.
I'm gonna flash in my Reyes. Boom.
Cool. I am going to respond to the enter effect of the Rhea.
Sure.
Actually, hold on. No, it's fine. It can happen.
It can happen. Okay.
It can happen.
So the way I would do this is expand deck.
You could just hit the F key on your keyboard. It's the hotkey for find card. So it lets you look at your whole main deck.
Okay. Let's see. That is dragged to the discard. Should be fine.
Griffin. Okay. After that happens, but before we go into your turn.
Sure.
Celesta effect. To put a Jewel of the Panda King onto the chase.
In response to that,
sure,
I will Moan of the Dead.
To kill one of my Kikis?
Kill one of your Kikis and put my Mikage back in my hand.
Rhea will not go back to your hand with a Moan of the Dead.
She doesn't go back to my hand.
Yeah, with Moan of the Dead, she does not come back. Because it's as an alternate cost. Rhea only comes back to your hand if it's part of an additional cost. So.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So you're doing that in response to the
Jewel of the Panda King.
In response to the Jewel of the Panda King, or in response to the activate ability?
In response to the activate ability. So if you want to get ultimate hand size, you can.
So let's see. Choose. Yeah, I will do that instead. So I'll gain unlimited hand size with Endless Purse instead, and then draw a card.
Sure.
And then pass her to you. Go ahead.
Cool.
Toby, I thought of Celesta's ability is only during your turn. You are correct. He flashed in that Rhea on my turn. So that's why that worked.
Yes.
So
recover.
Yeah, go right ahead, man. You can hit the X key on your keyboard to recover everything.
Oh, cool. Good to know.
Shortcuts.
feels pretty good.
Does it? Does it feel good?
A little bit.
Okay, that's good. I'm happy for you.
Oh my god.
You killed one of my Kikis. It's just not nice.
I did. Good old Death Scythe.
Good old Shiggy. Death Scythe is good.
Mm-hmm. That's to you.
Okay. Drop turn?
Mm-hmm.
Recover. There she is. Draw to play 1. Zing. Problem here is I don't have anything that draws me a card. Let's see. Produce black.
Mm-hmm.
Filter it into green.
Sure.
By doing the reveal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know it's in hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my girl.
Oh man.
I'm gonna play my girl Morge.
Oh man. I have flashbacks, man.
Is Morge good?
Yeah, she's good, man.
Cool. I'm going to explore. I'm gonna attempt to explore 3.
You can do that.
Cool. Peep 3. We hit another jewel. Already got a jewel removed. We'll reveal Kiki.
Oh.
And then attempt to cast the Kiki spell.
Yeah.
Cool. So this goes back into the deck. Shuffle it up. Peep the top 4. See if we can hit a different one instead of that. We did. We got it. Thunder Parasol.
Oh, that seems good.
Yeah, it seems pretty good. And then I gotta send cards to the bottom of the deck. So I gotta peep the top 3 again. Sorry. And then
You're good.
Send these back to the bottom of the deck. Cool. Okay. Unlimited hand size. Got 2 things removed. You've got a Death Scythe. I've got 3 will up. Feeling comfortable. We'll pass.
Cool. You will get a stone.
Sounds good.
Boom. I'm gonna rearrange my board here because it's a little crazy.
Do what you want to do.
Oh, come here, just move. Thank you. Just move. Okay.
There we go.
The board behaves. That's nice. I'm gonna play the Reaper.
Yep, that's a Reaper.
Reap. Combo.
Yep, unfortunately, do not have a response for that. So that is okay. He has been sent to grave, and then he triggers, so you can cast the Endless Night for free from grave this turn. Yep, all of that is acceptable. Targeting
cards.
Are you targeting Griffin?
Yes.
You just click on your graveyard, and it'll pop it up.
Boom. Skadoosh.
That is a Griffin.
That is a Griffin. Effective Griffin. Egg.
That's fine.
Cool. Boom.
2 more stones.
So many.
I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you're about to get to Endless Night me for free, but we'll live.
Endless Night for free.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and send him from the exile?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the Morge.
I imagined you would. I'm gonna respond.
Sure.
We're going to bounce Kiki back to my hand.
Sure.
Bye, Morge.
B.
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 Okay.
I think that's all I can do.
Sounds good.
So pass.
Draw. Before recovery, we're gonna go attempt to go exploring with Kiki.
Sure.
Cool. Lip, top, sorry, peep 3, 4. Okay, we got this crown. No, sorry, dang it, I gotta send those other cards to grave. Normally I would just have these in my hand to then do stuff with. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Recover. Callstone. Okay. Now we're gonna try to start doing stuff. Let's see.
Oh, goodness.
Got a part of true power in hands.
I play 4 colors. I didn't realize that.
5. You just haven't seen that stone yet. Let's see.
How do y'all build this? This is ridiculous. I love
green, it. We'll filter green into blue with the thing. And then we'll play Chelina. Send your Griffin back to your hand.
Sure. Hold on.
Sure.
I'm gonna say no.
To the
enter effect. Or are you choosing send back mode?
Let's see. Enter, prevent all damage that would be dealt. I'm choosing the no, I'm not. It doesn't matter either way. If I was doing the send back mode, you could just cancel it too.
Okay.
So you're trying to stop her enter effect.
I'm gonna stop her being on the chase in general.
Oh, the cast.
Yeah,
That's fine. She's gone. Glimpse of the Prodigy also gone. Thank goodness we had a second one.
Okay.
I was like, this'll work.
That'll work.
Let's do. What do I have here? I'll attempt to use Celesta's ability.
Go right ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna put a copy of Panda Jewel on the chase, targeting your Death Scythe. So it'll go to the bottom of your deck, and I'll draw a card.
Sure.
Cool.
You said I could just put it. I just hit Y.
You just hit Y, and it'll go to the bottom.
Cool.
And then, I guess we'll explore with Selesta herself now.
Sure.
Should have done that before I cast cards, but well, whatever. We did it. We hit Kiki, so I'm just gonna. Can I just not reveal it and tell you I hit a Kiki and we can keep going?
Sure, that's fine.
It's just it's just faster.
Yeah, that's all good.
I'll shuffle it up real quick. Oh my gosh, are you serious? We're doing it again. Second Kiki. This is what we're talking about, why this might be a problem with Kiki. Take 3. I keep hitting him. I mean, I guess this is kind of nice because it's faster than doing it in real life, but okay.
Yeah.
We hit a second Panda Gem.
Sure.
And at that point in time, we've got a handful of stuff, and we pass.
Cool. Draw a card. I will recover.
Dude, can we get some flexes in the chat for the Kiki chains? Let's see how that was 4, right? We did it 4 times in a row. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's get a Kiki counter of how many times in a row we're gonna get Kiki'd. Are you just hard casting a Griffin?
Yeah.
You're a madman.
Yes.
Acceptable. I go for it.
It's like, yeah, why not at this point?
Yeah, you're a madman.
Indeed.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different treasures. Okay, cool. I need one more. The problem is I think they're all in my hand.
How do
his judgment's only 2. Gross. I think if you click on it, you can do alt face. Yes, alt face.
Cool.
And it'll flip it over to the other side.
Boom.
Hello. You are a very large boy. Paul, I have some bad news.
Oh wait, you have. Oh no, you have all of these removed. Holy shit!
All of those treasures are removed.
Yeah.
I also just have a thunder parasol in hand.
Oh, okay.
So we'll attempt to shoot Mikage for 2,800 damage.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Shuffle it into the deck as it resolves. Recover.
He's just dead now.
He has his front side.
Yeah. Trying to figure out how to get back there.
Should just do alt face, or you should just be able to do like front face again, right? Alt face. Default face, yeah. Callings.
Wow.
Do I want to call stone? Let's see. No, we're not going to. We're gonna be champions here.
There. I was like, what?
Produce. Do I have any blue rulers left? I don't. Okay. So then Hidden History Selesta. Draw. Put this on top of the deck. Go exploring with Selesta. I wonder what we're gonna hit. Claw.
Claw.
Reveal filter black into red.
Sure.
Use red. Use energize for blue. Use other blue. Perform judgment. Alt face.
Things happen now.
Use Celesta's effect times 2.
Yep.
We'll give her swiftness and pierce, and we will bounce your Griffin to the bottom of the deck and draw a card.
Sure. Forget how absolutely bonkers Selesta is.
We have a person watching us in Untap, so they didn't know. So let's see. I have how many treasures removed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 7 is 42. So combat.
Game.
Lethal. Game 2.
Yeah.
I'll start the new game.
Use game menu.
Finish game and play another. Asking you if you want to play again. I won that one. Keep existing deck. Player draw, sir.
I will be on the draw.
Sounds good. You want to pass the turn to me?
Sure.
Perfect. Thank you. Shuffle. We didn't get nearly enough hidden history Celestas that game.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like, he only got one.
Yeah, like right then was the only time I got them. I was like, oh, come on, we can do better than this.
There we go.
Gray, I will say that was a little bit of a misplay from Paul. I don't think he necessarily... I don't know what his hand was, but I don't necessarily think that... I guess you can tell us what is in your hand, but I don't think necessarily hard casting 6 for a Griffin is good. And I think he also just forgot that Thunder Parasol was there to just shoot him.
Yeah, I think this is what, the 5th game we've played in the new format.
Yeah, so like we're still learning it, and that's kind of what these nights are about, is like kind of just hanging out and learning stuff together, rather than like having professional the commentary and like the overlay and stuff that we do. Like, we can't meet in person because right now COVID in Michigan is a lot. So we said, you know what, let's go ahead and adjust the kind of content we're doing for you guys and make it more interactive, more chill, something to just enjoy cards, because right now it's the down season. It's not competitive time anyway, so let's hang out, let's just chill. You ready?
Yep.
Cool. So remember how last game I didn't get any hidden histories?
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
I understand.
Cool. I have a hidden history now. I'll put this back on top. I'm just going to go ahead and move it straight to the expel because it's a treasure and I'm going to explore it.
Sounds good.
So, pass turn.
The end of your turn.
Sure. Energize Flash in Rhea. Bam!
Yeah, sounds good.
That promo Rhea, though. Can we get promo Rheas now, please?
Ooh, please. Let's see. Do I just find card?
Yeah, just hit F. Yeah, it'll break up your whole deck.
Easy. Okay.
27 people hanging out with us. Glad to have you here. It's been fun.
Gosh. How shall I do it?
I don't think it will be, Echo. I think that there's been some pretty good movement in terms of vaccines.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
We'll get there. Really want to go to a GP again. We really want to go stream GPs again.
Mm-hmm.
Because this might be the season where Paul actually gets to travel with me to GPs and stream.
Heck yeah. I'll do a Griffin and discard.
Sounds good.
That seems pretty good.
Then just be sure to shuffle your deck when you're done.
Oh, yeah.
What's that first stone?
Well, it's not the bad one.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully not Gusting Skies. There you go. That's
much better.
That's much better. Oh, wow. Straight into it. Okay. So I've got a Kiki, which you can hit because it's a spell. Or wait, does it specifically say non-resonator? No. Chant, you could. I've got a Kiki, a Hidden History, Selesta, an Arm of the Demon, and a Chelina.
Ooh. I'm gonna hit the Kiki.
That sounds like a good grab. Sounds good.
Also tempting option, hitting that Chelina, because it's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, it's very good.
Combat.
Oh, right. Yeah, combat.
Boom.
1, 2, 3, 4. Take it. Good?
Yeah.
Drop turn.
Pass.
Drop turn, recover. You want to pass the turn to me, bud?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, recover. Draw to play. Another Gusting. Another one of these. Okay. Hidden History, Celesta. Good?
Yep.
Put this back on top. We'll go ahead and go exploring. Keep top 2. Hit an Arm of the Demon. Send that to grave. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pay 1. We're gonna play Chelina. Summon up Chelina good.
Excuse me. The summon is okay.
Okay, we're going to attempt to target the Mikage Rhea, and in response to that, while holding priority, attempt to put Celesta's ability on the chase.
In response,
Sure.
I'm going to moan the dead your Chelina.
Sounds good. She did.
Mm-hmm.
Celesta's ability will go off. We will return the hidden history that I just cast, or that I just tapped, back to my hand with Jewel of the Panda King and draw a card.
Sure.
Cool. And then pass. Travis, if you remove a treasure with that spell Paul played, does it count for your ruler's ability? No, because it was removed not by an exploration ability. Chelina's ability only counts if she has explored it. So, RFGing a treasure does not grant Celesta a +1. I was worried you had that Moan of the Dead, but then in my brain I was like, yeah, but if I can put that Mikage on the bottom of your deck, I'm in a really good spot.
Yeah, no kidding. Boom.
Oof, yep, that's a card.
And pass.
Okay, drop. Recover. Call Stone. Oh, man, why do you have to have cards in your hand, Paul?
Because I drew them at the start of the game, Jeremy. Literally in the CR.
You're not wrong. Okay. This is real risky. I'm going to attempt to play a Morgiana.
Oh.
Is Morgiana good?
Morgiana resolves. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Dope. I will attempt to play this Hidden History Celesta.
In response, discard a Schrodinger to target your Morgiana.
In response, attempt to use Celesta's ability to put out a card on the chase.
Ooh, gosh, what do you have? Ooh. Sure.
I'm going to Jewel of the Panda King and look at the top 3 as I'm drawing a card to try to put this Morgiana back in my hand. Good?
I guess you got it, yeah.
Yeah. Wasted cards to try to kill my Morge. Not gonna let it happen. Oh man.
Let it happen.
These are good cards. This one's coming in, and then it's definitely getting immediately explored out of existence. For this matchup, now that I see that you have a Pharesia, this is 100% what's getting brought into my hand. Put a card back on top.
Mm-hmm.
Finish resolving that nonsense. Explore for 3.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, why? Man, that sucks. Crown. Two cards in hand. I'm gonna be taking damage from Pharesia, but I've got Barrier and Drain active. I think I can take a few swings from Pharesia. I'll pass turn. Go ahead.
Cool. Draw.
Is it a monster card, though?
Well, there are no monster cards, so.
So the answer is no. Great.
Yeah. What kind of game is this, man? Like,
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fun back and forth banter that Paul and I engage in when recording for this channel.
This is everything you don't hear. Isn't that wonderful? Kermit.
Kermit the Frog is good.
Swing.
Take for 6.
Cool. Boom.
Yeah, that's fine.
Heh.
End of your turn.
Uh-oh. What's he doing?
Thunder Parasol on Reaper Knight.
Ooh. So you're going to be doing 12 to me, is that right?
Yeah, I'll do 12 to Reaper Knight. Yep.
That's all right.
Good? Cool.
Hold on. In response,
Sure.
let me Mikage effect to banish it and draw a card and put 2 +1 counters on free seal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Come on. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay, now it's your turn.
Cool. I mainly just wanted it to go to grave, like, on your turn, so you don't have an endless night on my turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Draw, recover. Oh, look at that. Attempt to explore. No, we can't flip this turn. We'll call stone.
Sure.
Morge.
Try again.
Cast a Morge is good?
Morge is fine.
Okay, we will attempt to explore 4.
In response
To the
Freesia effect.
Okay.
Dump Griffin.
Sure.
Freesia and -4 your Morgiana.
I will respond to that.
Sure.
So attempt to use Celesta's effect twice. Or pay 2 for Celesta's effect.
Sure.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
The chase will be Crown of the Ancient King on top, followed by Jewel of the Panda King. Jewel of the Panda King will be, I guess, trying to bounce one of my hidden histories back to hand.
Sure.
And Crown of the Ancient King to give Morgiana Barrier.
Yep.
Good?
Yep.
Dope.
That's fine.
And then I get to look at top 3. Because I'm drawing a card off of Panda King. Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted so bad. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's what I wanted. It's exactly the card that I wanted to see off of that Morge draw. You want to know what's the best part? I can just replay this hidden history now. Oh, I still haven't. Oh, sorry. I still haven't explored. I was attempting to explore, so I got to explore 4 before we do anything else.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself, Jeremy. You need more advantage.
Yes. We hit a Kiki, so we're just gonna shuffle up and try again.
Yeah, Dan. I have never killed a Morgiana. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's never successfully killed a Morge.
I have not killed one.
Well, I think there've been a couple of times where you've, like, last game you did it with the Endless Night, but, like, has it ever felt, I think the question, we talked about this before, like, has it ever felt good to kill a Morge? Like,
It's felt like it has to happen,
right,
or else the end comes sooner.
yeah.
And that's the way Morgiana, when Morgiana's good, that's how she feels. And so
Yeah.
I would say Morgiana is probably one of the best 1-drop greens in the game right now.
Yeah.
In this list.
Yeah, for sure. And that to me is, like, we were talking about that, like, she doesn't instantly impact the board state, but, like, the longer she stays on, just the better and better and better things get for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, she's only a 1-drop, right? So, like, I've now used this 1-drop to get you to spend 2 cards, right? And so for me, that feels fine. Like, I don't really care. And she's still on field. Like, it feels great.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to attempt to cast this hidden history because we've successfully explored. We explored Claw. So then we're going to look at top 3.
So I don't remember if Dan played back in Alice Cluster.
I think he did. He's played for a very long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who do I grab here? With where the game is right now, I'm actually wanting this more than anything else. Because like when you think of like the amount of card selection you get off of like how many times this deck draws, like draw a card, draw a card, draw a card, like being able to make draw a card be pick from 3 is just so good. It just does so much. I mean, I only play 3 copies. Like we play 3 copies of her for 4 blue-green stones. And now that we're playing that edition, like that works out in our favor too.
Oh, okay.
At this point,
That's good to know.
at this point, we're gonna pass.
Yeah, Dan, I was asking because I didn't realize how good this card was until Jeremy and I went down to Elkhart and like he just stomped face with Val 2. It was funny.
Val 2 World. That was a fun deck.
Draw for turn.
Yeah.
We will recover. Or hit X. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So you're at 30 life.
I know. 30 life. Can he get to lethal?
A call stone.
Sure. Stone Call's good.
Could if my sideboard was in my main deck.
It's fair enough.
Combat.
Sure.
Swing at you for 8 in the air.
Take 8.
See what you got removed. And pass before your draw.
Pass before my draw. Okay.
Moan of the Dead, your Morge. I'm sorry, we're going to use Ferruccio effect, discard Moan of the Dead to target your Morgiana.
To target my Morge. On my turn.
Before you draw.
Before I draw. We will respond to use Celesta's effects.
Sure. You're going to explore?
No,
Or
Celesta's effect to attempt to put 3 cards on the chase.
Sure.
I'm gonna do Claw of the Dragonoid, Crown, and Bane Drain. All good?
Not quite.
Okay. Sure.
God, this feels so bad. Yeah, that's all right.
Cool. Look at top 3 because Claw draws me a card.
Mm-hmm.
3. Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah, we'll grab that. Cool. Recover?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, draw for turn actually first. Because you did it before my draw. Dang it, should have explored. Yeah. I'll explore 4.
Sounds good.
Thunder Parasol.
Wow, it's so good.
Now we have 5 things.
Yep. So now you have Eternal. Woo.
Move to combat.
Kermit.
Morgiana attempts to attack your Phyrecia. She has Bane and Drain. Can you tap? She has Bane and Drain and prevents the next damage that would be dealt to her.
And she has Pierce, right?
No. That's just your J ruler.
Oh, just your J ruler. Yep.
Yep. I gain 3 life.
Hooray.
Up to 25. 2, 3. Perform judgment.
Yep.
All face. I have 5 removed, so plus 35, so 36.
Mm-hmm.
Combat.
Kermit.
36 at face.
In response.
That's good.
Prevent the damage.
She has barrier.
Oh, she has barrier. I guess I'm just preventing the damage being done by Morgiana?
Also has barrier.
Okay, well, I'll just block then.
Got it.
Right.
So 30. I still gain 37, and you take 30.
Mm-hmm.
So 25 up to 62, and you take 30, so you're down to 14.
So many clicks, Jeremy. Gosh.
Sorry. I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't use that Altising to cancel the
to
spell.
stop the attack on the Morgiana. I thought of that after I had it.
To cancel the barrier spell.
Well, I only had 2. I only had 2 green sources, and I need 3 to cancel it, right?
Oh, sure. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You right. You don't have enough.
Yeah, I should have canceled the Morge damage, right? Because like then I wouldn't have died.
Well, she has barrier. Well, you could have responded to me trying to give her barrier by flashing an Altising to prevent before she gains barrier, prevent damage from Morge. So then she gains barrier, but she already has Altising's effect on her, so she wouldn't be able to Bane Phyrecia.
Yeah, that was the misplay there.
Yeah, that was the misplay. The problem is though, I still just swing Selesta into Phyrecia, and then even if you block with Altising, the pierce damage kills Phyrecia.
Mm-hmm.
So you have more life. The end result there is that you have more life, but it's the same. But it's the same result that we have now. So I'll pass turn here.
Cool. I guess I will just draw and cry. Oh my gosh. Oh, this feels so bad. Yeah, buddy, you got it, man.
Cool.
So I have 2 libraries.
Oh, that is not gonna do anything.
No.
I also was sitting on 2 exorcists.
Oof.
I was just okay, well, if he tries something, I've got an exorcist.
Yeah, he does.
So that's the thing is, for me, against Phyrecia, we were talking about this earlier, so I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Against Phyrecia, the problem is, or I think the thing that Celesta doesn't particularly care about, is that, Celesta, or Phyrecia kind of takes a while to kill you. And because this build of Celesta is not so worried about resonators, it's not, again, it's mostly 1-drops, and it's not really worried about resonators for lethal. Celesta's not as big of an issue, or Phyrecia's not as big of an issue, and so Phyrecia can hit. And Phyrecia can't hit J rulers with her effect, right? So being able to get Arm of the Demon for drain kind of mitigates Phyrecia a little bit, because like I think in the games that we played last week, I think the lowest you ever got me down was with the Phyrecia, and it was like 20.
Yep.
Or maybe like maybe 14. But then like a single Phyrecia swing with Arm of the Demon, and like we've reset.
Yeah. I will say that Phyrecia is the one card in the list that feels the best to play, because I know you can't interact with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But of course, like you said, like she's a 6/6 that can pump stuff, but I need all of my cards against you. And so like this initial list, you know, if I were to sideboard, we were talking about this last week, where I would just probably take several of these cards out, change my stone base, and then I'd be playing a completely different game, probably being much more aggressive with Mikage. Because Mikage's harder to interact with, and it puts more pressure.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like game one, Phyrecia is probably my best shot, and even then, I probably don't have a really good matchup against you, because you're a really good and resourceful control list.
Yeah, because I think the thing is, like, Phyrecia is great because she doesn't cost will, right? But she still costs cards.
Yes.
And so you get into these scenarios where Phyrecia or Celesta's, like, all of her cards are cheap, and you just have this value engine, right? So, like, I'm also not paying very much will, so I'm keeping up with you in the economy game. But then you're burning cards, and I'm drawing cards. And so it's like, you get to a point where, like, again, each of these two games, like, you were at, like, 2 cards in hand, and I was sitting at, like, 5 or 6, and I'm just like, man, I'm pretty comfortable here. Like,
well, and again, like, this all comes down to your deck has really good access to cheap removal. I mean, compared to most decks, it has access to, like, literally everything, right? All of the time. So if you get rid of your, like, Parasol from deck and it's removed, or if you have your Jewel, I mean, you always have removal. So when you slam something like Griffin against other decks with, like, one of these libraries, it'd be kind of hard to interact with. But because you have ways of getting around, like, all of this stuff, it really doesn't do anything. So
yeah,
I would make massive changes in games 2 and 3.
Yeah, I think the thing against, like, a Griffin and stuff like that is the lack of swiftness.
Yes.
So the lack of swiftness gives Selesta the time to like make use of her ability, right? He's like, one of the inherent weaknesses of Selesta is that she can only use her ability on her turn, right? So when you are playing against a deck that doesn't have swiftness, that just, like, always gives me a turn to use my ability. So it doesn't matter. Like, you can set up a really nice board state, but all you're doing is essentially putting a bunch of dominoes on the table that then on my turn I get a turn to set up and knock down.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we've talked about this. You and I talked about this before with Selesta, where she feels like the optimal way to play Selesta is to try to set up a path so that when you pull the trigger on her ability that one time per turn, you are getting the maximum amount of value off of it. And so I think for players who are getting used to Selesta, it's this idea of sometimes the most optimal way to use Celesta's ability is to not use it. You know what I mean? Like in that game 1 we played, right? Like I waited to not use her ability, even though I had Endless Purse. Like I waited to not, because I wanted to see what you were going to do during the end step of my turn, right? So like I could have Endless Purse for unlimited hand size, but also, I waited, and then you cast the Mikage, and it was like, okay, cool, I can use Celesta's ability now. And like, this is how I maximize Celesta's ability. I think the way that you get the most value out of Selesta is like figuring out when to pull the trigger on her ability so that you get the most value out of spending the will. And I think that if you're playing against any kind of deck that like consistently gives Selesta the chance to set that stuff up, then you're probably a bad matchup for Selesta.
Oh, I 100% agree. Cast the bounce spell more than once
on your turn with Celesta's ability. So the way Celesta reads, I'll pull her up real quick. So she says, choose X cards from your removed area that were removed by an exploration ability you control. Put a copy of each of those cards on the chase. Play this ability only during your turn and only once per turn. So you can pull the trigger on Selesta once per turn. What Celesta's ability does is 100% dependent on what's in your RFG. But if you have multiple copies of the and each card that's in your RFG that was explored essentially becomes one bullet that you can load into the gun, essentially, to fire off. So, if I'm spending 3 will and it resolves, then as I'm picking my 3 cards to fire off, each card can only count as a single bullet, right? So if I have only 1 Jewel of the Panda King, I can only use Jewel of the Panda King once. But if I had 2 Jewel of the Panda King in my RFG, I could choose both of the individual jewels. So yes and no is the answer. Like, yes, it can be cast more than once per turn, but only if you have multiple copies that are RFG'd. Does that make sense, Travis? Hopefully it does. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that made sense to me.
That
to say it makes sense to Travis.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I know we didn't... I do want to say that I made the tweaks to... The thing that I changed with the deck from when you and I last played, Paul, is I took out the 2 copies of Defense Stance. And I put in the 2 additions to replace them. The 2 of the origins of the 7 lands.
Oh yes.
And I think that's because I don't know. I haven't really felt like I've wanted cancels.
Yeah, that's the interesting about your list.
Kind of because of what we've just talked about, right? Is like a lot of at least with what we've played so far, right? Like we haven't played at locals. Like we've just been playing against each other, and so the decks that the way we've played it is I've always had a chance to pull off the Selesta stuff, right? And so for me, it's like I don't really care what you're resolving because it just gives me more options to set up combos with Selesta. So cancels don't feel as necessary. And then playing the origins means that I have a win con outside of Selesta, which is nuts. Like the idea of being able to cast that for 5 every turn and just generate 7 tokens and
the self-described fun card of the last set.
It's just like casually include it. Why not?
Why not?
The other thing that we changed is I replaced the 2 magic stones of the treasure with 1 one hearth's core red blue and 1 dark depths black blue. And the reasoning for that was Stone of the Treasure just felt weird. Like, I don't know, it didn't feel necessary, especially now that we're playing Origins of the 7 lands. Like I've never, even when we were playing last week, it never felt needed like to have that multicolor for treasures kind of thing. Because like most of the treasures that are off color, I'm like, yeah, I kind of just want these to be RFG'd anyway, rather than in hand. Except for like Claw, which is red, so I have a blue red in case I need to cast Claw, and Arm, which is blue, which is black, so I have blue black. And so playing it this way, I don't lose. I always have blue on turn 1, and without being able to filter, I can technically play a 5-cost 5-color card for the addition. So like that was the thought.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's just like I'll get to a point where just naturally through my stone base I can play this 5-cost addition and then just rock it out from there.
Yeah.
And my games are going long enough for that anyway. I mean, you and I have gotten to games where we've had like 8 stones.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And look, we're on like turn 11. 10, 11?
Yeah, 10-11. Yeah, 10-11.
This is a pretty long game.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
things considered.
Yeah.
The game is definitely elongated in terms of its turn count, but I also didn't hear you say, yeah, I included all the Sing in this list for a cancel.
Yeah, no, like that's the other thing too, is like
Yeah. All the Sing just feels weird. Like it's a weird cancel. Like it's good, but it's not like, oh, I need this in my list.
He also just doesn't feel as splashable in my mind. Like he's a good card, but he doesn't feel like, oh, I could put this in a non-green list. Does that make sense? Like it feels like
it makes total sense. I mean, I'm only playing 2 copies in my list, but even so, it was like, this just feels awkward. Like I like him being in hand, but I'm also like, he's just not doing enough.
Yeah. Because because his cancel is on the spell side, it's like woof.
Yeah. And it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's a 3-cost cancel, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna play one of the 2 other cancels we have in the game right now. One of them is terrible because you only get 1 shot unless you include a whole nother package, and the other one is like maybe crap.
Yeah.
So who knows?
It's very interesting. Okay, I am going to put us on a short break here. The stream will still be running. I gotta pop and use the restroom, and then we're gonna jump into our last time slot here, which will be playing games with you guys. So if you are a member on the channel and you were interested in playing some games, go ahead and click that Discord link down below to get sent over there, and also leave us a message in the chat with your Discord name, so that we can know who you are, and we're gonna jam some games with you guys. If there is nobody, Paul, you want to stick around and play some more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put stream on just a quick break, but go pop, use the restroom, and we'll be right back. Hey there, party people. Hey, Paul, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
I'm back.
Oh yeah. Just making some changes in case we decide to do another game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just give me a leave. Leave the game. Toby. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come in, buddy. I know I don't know if you're send me a message here on the Ruler School Discord. Get joining over there. I'm pretty sure I updated the link if you're not already. Jerry Felix. Will you be playing the community weekly, or is this a one-time thing? We're actually probably going to be transitioning this to being our Wednesday video series, at least for now. You know, doing these kind of like Wednesday night live streams where the last kind of time is playing against community members, specifically people who are members on the channel, if they want to get games in. We're mostly playing on Untap right now, especially due to COVID. So this is what we are kind of wanting to do. Yeah, so that's what it is. Lily Kana, thank you for joining the Discord. Fortune Lady, also welcome to our Discord here. There is a link in the description for the Ruler School TCG Discord community, so you can use that to join. And then if you are a member here on YouTube, you can join us you can kind of reserve a slot to play against me here for this little last amount of time. So if we have any members, YouTube members right now who want to get a game, just let us know. And we'll get you in here to the FoWednesday chat and we'll play a game. I'm just watching the chat. How's been your experience with Mikage, Paul?
It's been alright. I do know there was some commentary around like why are you using regalia with a non-regalia ruler, and it's okay. Like it's not like amazing. Like I'm not getting a bunch of effects off of it, but I do think it is better than just going mono black right now. So he's okay. He's better than I thought he would be. Because revenge is kind of this weird keyword that we have right now, but for the most part, it's pretty good. I don't hate him. He's definitely more aggressive than his Curse the Frozen Casket starter deck counterpart way back when.
Sure.
Mikage 1. Mikage 1 was amazing. This is a little bit different.
Toby, are you Fortune Lady on Discord? If so, then you absolutely can grab our next game if you want. Just let me know. I'll give you the role here on Discord and we can have you pop in. Looks like we might have our first game. Thanks to channel members is how we've been able to get this music you guys are hearing. We found a way to a service that lets us pay a one-time fee, at least once a year fee, to be able to get this massive library of music that is copyright free. So we can have some chill music in the backgrounds of streams, which I'm very excited for because I've been wanting some new music, and who doesn't love a little lo-fi beats? So
good.
Cool. So Toby is going to get our next game here. So Paul, if you want to pop out, feel free to stick around. And we'll get a game here against Toby.
Sounds good. I think I'm going to pop off, guys. It was good hanging out with you.
See you, Paul. Everybody say bye, Paul. Bye, Paul.
Later, guys. Bye. Hold on.
Okay, Toby, go ahead and pop on in the voice chat here, the FoWednesday voice chat. If you would like to chat with us, you don't have to if you don't want to. It just makes it easier to be able to play games sometimes. If you don't have a mic, don't worry about it. Should have added the role. Yeah, added the student role. Oh.
It just makes it easier to be able to.
Oh, make sure to mute the stream though.
If you don't have a mic, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's much better.
All right, sorry about that.
Oh, good, man. How's it going?
Not bad, not bad.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pop out of this. Just go back to general. There we go. Okay, you ready to jam some games?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. I rolled a higher than you, so it looks like I'll be going first.
Alrighty.
Well, sir, huh? Okay, this is an interesting hand.
Alright, I guess I will mull 2.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn you down just a little bit on Discord. There we go. Hello, ZH Hydra, or ZN Hydra. Hope you are doing well.
I am ready.
Okie dokie. Let's do it. It's everybody's favorite tiny ferret. Are you good if I just go ahead and remove from game the treasure that I'm about to put on top of my deck?
Yeah, do you think, man?
Just like it's faster. I think at this matchup I'm gonna go ahead. I'm on the draw though, so I will do Jewel and then pass.
Turn. Turn.
I have not played against Welser yet. I'm very excited to see what you put together here. If you want a chance to play a game against us, against me or whoever's hosting the stream for the night, hello Guinevere. Consider clicking that join button down below. Become a member here on the channel. It's the easiest way to support us financially and gets you access to all kinds of perks. It's kind of like Twitch subscriptions, but pays better, pays the channel better, and isn't and doesn't have to be $5 a month like Twitch is. Recover.
Yes, sir.
Guinevere. You know, 1 is good, but 2 is better.
Okay.
Oof, that's... Okay, we'll put this back on top. Some of these choices, man. We'll attempt to use Selesta to explore twice.
Yeah.
Cool. We've got Endless Purse.
Nice.
And that will pass turn.
I'll draw. Before on tap, activate Guinevere.
Bye, Gwen. Yep, Gwen's good.
Draw 2. Discard 1.
Ah, yes.
Cover.
Hello, Griffin.
Tap the stone. Summon Mikage Rhea, trigger her enter.
I will respond to her enter effects.
Okay.
Thunder Parasol, targeting Rhea.
I will use the energize
Sure.
to play Journey, trigger Wellstone on tap stone.
Oof. Well, thankfully you don't have a green stone, so it works out. Yep. That's good.
Alrighty. Card.
Priestess Journey is a good card against Selesta.
Dump a Sigurd.
Sure. Interesting.
Tap the black to smile you.
Sure. Reveal all cards to all players. What would you like?
So it's a chant additional regalia. I'll get rid of that hidden history.
No, that's fine.
Tap this to Soul Hunt.
Sure, that's fine.
Trigger Ray. Ray comes back to my hand.
Yep. What are you discarding, sir? Mikage, okay.
I'll pass turn.
Draw. Cover. Gusto? We've got Rhea still in hands. I'll attempt to explore 3.
3. Okay.
Yep. Whiff.
Ooh.
Oof. It happens. Play Morch.
Okay.
Celesta ability going on the chase.
Yes.
I'll do Endless Purse.
Yep.
Morgiana replacement. Look at top 3.
Yep. That's a good card.
And then next turn.
Turn.
Okay, we got a Rhea in hands.
Tap for stone.
Sure. Oof. No green.
Yeah.
We feeling a lot more comfortable now.
This is poop. Oh, that green would have been nice.
Yeah, that green would have been very nice.
Guess I'll do Raya.
Ray's good.
So, dump another Griffin.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We've got Sigurd. We've got... Are you trying to Game of Dreams me? What are we doing? Are we casting Game of Dreams every turn with 10 stones? Is that what the plan is? That doesn't seem...
No, it's maybe.
I'll just say, I mean, like, that sounds pretty decent. I'll draw for turn.
Yeah. I mean, if I could hit the green black, it'd be so much better.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Recover.
Yeah.
Callstone?
Yep. What, the blue?
Come on. Yeah, look at that white blue.
Yeah, that's figured.
Look at that white blue. Look at this 5-color stones. Perfect mana. We'll play Hidden History Celesta.
Yep.
Triggered replacement effect in Morgiana. Look at top 3.
Yep.
Gotta love card selection, right? Put this in our hands. Send these to bottom. Card back on top. Explorer.
Yep.
For 4.
1, 3, 4. Yep.
Oh, hit.
Fair.
Thunder Parasol.
That's a good card.
Seems pretty decent. 3 cards in hand.
Oof. That Exorcist is gonna wreck my face.
It's thinking about wrecking your face, that's for sure. Play Chelina.
Yes.
Cast of Chelina acceptable.
Yes.
Enter effect target Kiki.
Okay.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Attempt to activate the effect of Selesta using the payments for Hidden History Celesta, paying 1.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
I will put Jewel of the Panda King on the chase, targeting Urea.
And that gets put back in the deck or something?
Bottom of the deck.
Not getting that green stone really hurt.
Yeah, that certainly slowed it down. Is that good?
Yeah, I'm putting it on the bottom.
Cool. And then I get to draw a card, but because Morgiana's there, I get to look at the top 3.
Yep.
Yep, that's coming to my hand. Or is that coming to my hand? That's gonna come to my hand.
Dragon. Big old dragon.
Stop looking at my hand. You looking at my hand?
You can't, it's revealed.
Oh, is it revealing? Oh, geez, Louise. Conceal. I didn't know it was still revealing. You've been playing with perfect hand knowledge this whole time. Okay, I'll pass turn there. Well, I guess Morgiana's been on the field for a turn. I'll swing. No, I'm just not gonna do that. That's dumb. Pass turn.
Alright.
I'm not gonna do that. It's dumb. I didn't know my hand was still revealed.
Yeah,
Rip.
I'm just like, I'll go with it, I guess. Untap. Stone.
Does he see the green? There it is.
A little too late though.
You know what you should do? You should tap out. You should tap out to play Game of Dreams. And then lose
Just
it.
watch all of it. Just get exiled out of there.
Right, because Game of Dreams is everything comes into play and then everything leaves, right? And so Exorcist would still remove them all. Like, hi Raya Hey Raya Yorukaze, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Welcome to FoWednesday.
I'll pass turn.
Okay, sounds good. Drop. Before recovery, we go in exploring with Kiki.
Yep.
Cool. Bottom of deck, shuffle. Another Jewel of the Panda King.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's not a 5th treasure. Recover. Callstone?
Oh. Yep.
So where did it go? Where's my stone? Oh, it went to my hand. Okay, I was like, wait, what's going on? Are you ready for what, back in the old days of Force of Will, was the most satisfying thing to do?
What's this?
Play Kiki with Morgiana on field.
Okay.
First draw from Kiki, look at top 3.
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta actually, hold on. It accidentally peeped 2 instead of 3. Ugh. Have you ever looked at the top 6 cards of your deck in one turn? Feels real good.
And just enjoyed yourself?
Yeah. They just were like, what if we made Cheshire Cat, but better? I was like, okay. 3. Peep top 3.
Well, I mean, if you played the Mirage chick, man, that Mirage chick would be massive right now.
Oh, yeah, sure. But, like, there's so much one-drop spot removal, and, like, I'd rather just have a J-Ruler.
Like, you could just be like, no.
Or the barrier thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only on my turn, is the problem.
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah, I forgot about that.
So it's like, It's, like, not great. I'll put one back on top. I'll go ahead and explore 5.
Yeah.
Keep top 5. Ooh. What do I choose there? That's, do we just threaten you with lethal next turn? I think that's what we'll do. Oh, hey, look. It Claw. CCG Prime, thank you for the upgrade. Welcome. You can now begin your tenure here as support staff here at Ruler School. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much.
This would be so much different if I had actually hit a green.
This would have been, yes, for sure. It probably would have been significantly better. You have 4 cards in hand. Move to combat. I mean, like, yep. I had outs if you hit green, but it's still, like, it certainly didn't help that you didn't hit it. I, like, don't even want to hit you. Because I'm like, what if he flashes in something to block? You know what? 3.
Taking it.
Heck yeah, value. We're just gonna pass.
All right.
Just gonna pass the turn, man. I don't even need to use Celesta's effect, I guess.
Cover. Stone.
Here's the black green.
There's the 4 that I had. One of the 4. Let's see. Do that. Gives it 2, but then you got that. But then everything gets forward, okay? I mean, so, yellow, I don't even care at this point. I'm gonna do it.
Are you casting? Okay.
Your dreams and trigger Welser to recover a stone.
Each player puts all resonators from their graveyard into the field. Then each player banishes all resonators that are put into the field this way. Okay, so in response to Welser's trigger to recover a stone. So while it's still tapped down.
All right.
Flash in Exorcist.
Okay. So then everything comes in and then all the other stuff leaves?
So what'll happen is, yeah, so everything comes into play first, but because Exorcist is on the field when it resolves, everything will get RFG'd instead.
Right.
So like your Griffin. So hold on, go back. So put the stuff in your graveyard real quick, or keep it on field because we're gonna talk about it. But recover. Go ahead and recover your stone with Welser.
There we go.
Okay, cool. My Exorcist was cast. You had no response. Exorcist hits field. You had no response. You recovered your stone.
Yeah.
You have priority here before Game of Dreams resolves. Are you doing anything?
I honestly don't have anything else.
Okay, so you have nothing else in hand. So I have nothing. I'm going to pass priority back to you. So Game of Dreams is going to start to resolve. But because Exorcist is on the field as it's resolving, all 5 of these resonators don't even hit field. They just go straight to the RFG.
Oh, really? Their enters don't even trigger?
No, because if a resonator would be put into the field without being played from the hand, remove it from the game instead. It's a replacement effect. So your Game of Dreams is putting all 5 of those cards into the RFG.
All right, I thought the enters would still hit. All right, yeah, you won this one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know what's in your hand, if I can ask.
I literally thought that like the enters would still go off. So
no, if it was so like the thing with Exorcist is like because it says instead, they like the creatures never hit the field. They just go straight to the bin. And that's one of the reasons why Exorcist is so good against like Rezard Reanimator stuff, because like Sigurd, even if you like try to hard cast a Sigurd, if I flash an Exorcist in response, your Sigurd doesn't even go to the field, it just goes straight to RFG.
So now Mikage's Game of Dreams, it says, everything goes into the field, then each player banishes all resonators. So
right.
like...
So the thing is, the first action that's being taken is while Exorcist is still on the field.
Okay.
So like because Exorcist is still on the field, all of that stuff goes away. So like after this Game of Dreams results, so like in the course of this game, right? Because it also hits mine, right? So like this Kiki that's in my graveyard gets RFG'd too. Like it doesn't get to come into play. And then my Chelina, Morgiana, Kiki, and Exorcist are all going to go to grave. So essentially you're paying 4 to board wipe. Essentially.
But then you're just going to Jones and
and I'm just gonna smack you for lethal because I have 5 treasures removed. Yeah. So like I don't really know what you do there. Let me see if there's anyone else in the chat. What can I ask? What's in your hand?
I had the perfect play had I gotten the green.
Had you gotten the green? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking. I was like, it seems like a Game of Dreams kind of deck.
It would have been good if I had hit the green early on.
Yeah, so like I had bounce spells to be able to like mess with the Rhea, like being a good sack target. So like if that third stone was, so like on that turn 3, right? You called third stone, but you didn't have a Rhea on board because you had like soul hunted it. So it was like back in your hand. So if you had cast, so say you hit the greenstone, you pay black, cast Rhea. In response to that enter effect, I'm just going to put Rhea back in your hand, so then you don't have a way to cast part that turn.
I mean, I did have the Furiosia spell Journey too.
Right, but that again, that would but
and I had the Energins.
No, the first time, like you had me that first time. But that's not wrong. If you had hit the greenstone there, I would have been in a big trouble, right?
Yeah.
If your turns had been like Scorched Bales into Black Silence, like I would have been in a real bad spot because I didn't think about Farisia's Journey at all. But like when you called that third stone, if the third stone like after that, if the third stone had been black green, I still had an answer for that. But like. Yeah. I gotta be paying more attention to Farisia's Journey. That card is gonna get suddenly so much better. That's the other thing too to talk about since we're talking about Selesta that you bring up. Thanks for casting it. Farisia's Journey can pay 1 and cancel Celesta's entire chase. Like that's something for people to recognize because Celesta's ability puts copies of the chant on the chase. So while it's on the chase, it is a chant. And so if I like pay 5 to use her ability, paying 5, can you put let's play another real quick. Just find the card Farisia's Journey out of your deck and just put it on field so I can highlight it because this is a good like thing to talk about.
Okay.
Just like search your deck, put it onto the field so I can hover over it for people to read.
All right.
Because this card is about to see a lot more play for a lot of reasons. Especially in Welser. Oh my gosh, it's so good in Welser.
Yeah, it's a free cancel basically.
Yeah, a free chant cancel. It's so good. It's the new Wall of Wind, but it's like better for Welser because he untaps.
There we go.
Like, okay, cool. So Farisia's Journey here. Choose one. One of the two modes is target any number of chant spells. For each chant spell, your opponent may pay 1. If they do, don't cancel it, right? So let's say I pay 5.
3 or
3, 4, 5, whatever. To put that many spells on the chase. Because they're technically chants while they're on the chase, Farisia's Journey, you can pay 1 green and target all of them. Because they're all chant spells. So, like, this card is important to mess with other Celestas. This is also probably going to be a really good card for the mirror. Because you can, like, again, your opponent tries to, like, pop off their swiftness. And you're just like,
no.
And you're like, no, slow down. And then you go to your turn and you pop off your swiftness and push back for lethal, right? So, like, this is a card that's going to be very important because it lets you... Celesta's gameplay, like we saw against the game against Paul and everything else, is all about will efficiency. Like, Celesta is probably one of the most will efficient for what she can do. Like, you know, some of the treasures are 2 costs, and she can just naturally pay them for 1.
For 1, yeah.
Right? So that's really good. And so the fact that, like, Celesta can pay 4, and then you can pay 1 to stop them all, is a way that you can get under Celesta's, like, will curve, which is very, very good. Travis, they can pay 1 to have them resolve. They have to pay 1 per copy they want to have resolve. Right? So if I pay her ability 4 times pay 4 for her X ability to put 4 different spells on the chase, you Farisia's Journey me, targeting 4 things. For each of those 4 things, I have to pay 1 if I want it to resolve. So suddenly I go from, if I want all of them to resolve, I go from paying 4 to having to pay 8.
Jesus.
And I could choose to, like, make sure 1 goes through, right? Like, I could pay 1 to make sure my swiftness goes through. Right? That's probably the one that I'm wanting to resolve if I'm, like, paying that much for the most part.
If you're in Welser, just don't untap. So if you have another one in hand, you're screwed.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is I can just double it up, right? Yeah, it's no, yeah, you're right. You could, because Farisia's Journey would resolve. I would pay 1 to make sure it doesn't get canceled, but then each of them has to still independently resolve on the chase, and then you just recast Farisia's Journey before I get the chance to do that, retarget them all.
This card is good.
This card. Do I have a full art playset? I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check and see if I have a full art playset of those. Now that I'm thinking about it. Jeez Louise. Joey Fuller, welcome. You may pick up your syllabus and report to class. Thank you for joining us, a member here on Ruler School. Let's go ahead. Let's jam one more game, man. And while we wait to see if you want to get in on the next game after Toby and I play this one, feel free. For members, just give me in the chat here on YouTube. Let me know that you want a game and you're a member, and then join the Discord, which is the link in the description, and then we will get you added in here for the next game. Even if you're not a member, if you want to join the Discord, we want to try to get the Ruler School Discord a little bit more active. Just click that join button, that little Ruler Discord link. We'd love to have you be part of the community. So, okay, here we go. Are you going first or second?
I'll go second.
Sounds good. Remember, Farisia's Journey exists, Jeremy. Got it. Okay, cool. Wow, that's a hand. I'll do 2 down. Okay. Poof. Much better.
We'll do 1.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. Ready to go?
That's pretty. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Try to play. Hidden History Celesta.
Nice. All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and just send the thing to the RFG if that's okay.
Yep, do you think?
Okay, cool. Jewel of the Panda King.
That's
Shortcutting the turn 1 explorations. Pass to you. Pass to you.
wrong. Half a stone. Okay, that's pretty good. Boom.
Yep, Guinevere's good.
Pass turn.
Draw. Recover.
Yes.
Call stone.
Ooh.
Yeah. We like to see that. Athenia the Windmaster Stranger works well against Selesta too. Kind of.
Great.
If you're only playing five total different treasures, yes. Because if you put one to grave and Celesta doesn't have a way to recycle, like she'll never gain Eternal, and that gives you a much better chance. I'm playing all of them. I'm playing every treasure, so I definitely have ways to get to 5 without it. Second, Hidden History.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Draw. Put that on top. And then we'll explore 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, Thunder Parasol going to RFG.
Nice.
Close that.
It's kind of mind-numbing just to realize that, like, her ability only works during your turn, so, like, why are all of them quick cast, basically?
Well,
Like,
because it's so that she has ways to, like, get them cast during your opponent's turn to get them shuffled back into the deck to then be able to use them on your turn. Like,
okay.
they designed her, like, really well.
Yeah.
I am going to attempt to put her ability on the chase. Paying 1.
Yep.
Good?
Yeah.
I'm going to put Thunder Parasol, or not Thunder Parasol. I'm going to put Treasure targeting ooh, that's an interesting question. I'm going to use Treasure targeting Hidden History Selesta that I just tapped to put it back in my hand and draw a card.
Okay.
Is that the right play? Yeah, because you're probably going to sacrifice the Guinevere to itself anyway, so I might as well just get some more value out of it. Okay, go to you.
At the end of your turn.
Oh, I am out. You sacrificed the Guinevere. How crazy.
I don't know why I did that. Whoops. Misclicked.
Is that Griffin going from hand to grave? Is that what's happening? Oh, those are your 2 draws. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I misclicked bad. I was like, ooh. Draw for turn.
Sure thing.
Recover. Stone.
Scorn. Yeah. That's good. Okay, so we don't have to worry about a Griffin this turn. There. Yeah, would you like to take either one of the 2 Kikis? or the Wise Dragon that you would then let me Game of Dreams?
Right, jeez. I mean, I guess. Yeah, you get rid of one of the Kikis. I can't let you have too many Kikis.
That's fair. Apparently I'm dropping frames. No. Error. Will experience buffering.
I will. Smile.
Whoa, my
and
gosh.
I will get rid of.
Hold on. I might have a response to the smile.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to explore with Kiki. In response to the smile.
One.
Yeah.
I will.
You're gonna Farisius journey my Kiki.
Yeah, no exploration for you.
Okay. Kiki's in grave. Where did it go? Come on. It's here. Send it to grave. No, not back to my hand. Go to the graveyard. There you go. Okay, what would you like to hit with your smile?
I'll get rid of the hidden story.
That makes sense. Good.
And pass turn.
Draw. Rick. You have one green. Recover. Callstone?
Yes, sir.
Actually, you know what? Actually, before we do that, in recovery, we'll attempt to use Celesta's ability for 1.
Okay.
We'll put Jewel of the Panda King to bounce my hidden history and draw a card.
Yeah.
Recovery. Callstone. Look, man, if you're gonna make me do this, this is what we're gonna do.
This is how it's going down.
If this is how it's gonna go down, then this is how it's gonna go down. I'll attempt to play hidden history.
Yep, you're good.
Draw. Put. That on top of my deck. Explore 3?
Yep.
Keep 3. Grimoire of the Seven Luminaries. Already used Celesta's ability this turn. I got 4 removed. Oh no, 3 removed. Soon we'll have 4. I'll pass.
Draw. Cover. Stone.
We're gonna see that turn 3 Game of Dreams. Your graveyard's not very full, right? It has a single Griffin.
And, activate Soul Hunt. Trigger while to recover a stone.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. I'll discard Wise Dragon. You should cast Hidden History. You should cast Game of Dreams. What would you like to discard?
He returns up to 2, right?
Yeah. He returns up to 2 things. It's fine.
That's pretty good, I must say. And then Kiki. We got 3 Kikis, 2 Kikis in great.
Oh yeah, there's 2 of them because I attempted to cast one and you made me discard the other. Oh man, Game of Dreams is so much value. Yeah, do it. Get your stones. What did you discard, by the way? A second Griffin. Cool.
Yeah. Now if I do that, get that. But then I'm staring down a 16 to my face.
And you've already untapped for the turn because of Soul Hunt.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was just.
I'm just talking out loud too.
Thinking.
That's very. I wouldn't have thought to use Game of Dreams in a Welser deck. That's pretty cool.
That'd be stunning. That's still not enough, but gotta return that. And you need how many? You need 5 to Judgment, or no? It's just 3 to Judgment.
It says 3 to Judgment, but I get Eternal when I'm at 5 differently named ones.
Okay. All right.
So I still get +7/+7 for each one, regardless of how many different names they have. Like they can be the same name, and they're still each give me +7/+7. But I only get Eternal when I have 5 differently named ones.
that in there. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm going yellow for it.
Okay.
Doing it.
Sounds good. Game of Dreams, I will let Game of Dreams resolve. So all of our guys come out on the chase. Come out into play. We have nothing to send from grave to field. Then how this works is you put your triggers on the chase, and then I do, so I get to resolve first.
Yeah, no problem. It's just gonna be Griffin 1, Griffin 2.
Okay, sounds good. I will put blue Wise Dragon at the bottom of the chase.
Okay.
So I'm gonna resolve the Kikis first. So Kiki
Yeah,
one,
there you go.
Kiki one.
Well, yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Kiki one. Put this back on top of the deck. Kiki two. Oh. Put this back on top of the deck. Wise Dragon. Put both your Griffins back on top in your hands.
All right, and
then I draw a card.
And then I get 4 stones.
And then you get 4 stones. Yes. Gary, is there currently a way to interact with the removed treasures? At this point in time, I believe it is literally just Athenia, the stranger, I think. Oh, so many cards in my hand.
All right, that's good stuff, right?
I essentially got to draw 3 cards because Kiki saw me 2 and I put 1 back. Kiki saw me another 2 and I put 1 back, and then Wise Dragon drew me a card. So it's just like, draw 3 cards. Oh, okay, sounds great.
Pass turn.
Pass turn. Okay. At the end of your turn.
Uh-huh.
Kiki to explore.
Yep, and all the Kikis.
All of them Kikis. Shuffle. Can we hit Claw?
I mean, you've gone through how many of your decks so far?
Well, it shuffles. If I like, you trust me to tell you that I hit Kiki, right? So that I don't have to like reveal it and keep shuffling because Discord is weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I hit another Kiki. I'm gonna do it again. Currently we're at 4. The longest chain is 4. We did not hit a Kiki for that one, but we are gonna go ahead and hit. We're gonna go ahead and hit a Arm of the Demon.
Ooh.
Go to my turn.
Yeah.
Recover. Oh, are you kidding me?
You just drew it.
Frickin' gosh dang it. That's so annoying. Recover. Should have explored before I did anything. I wasn't gonna flip this turn anyway. It's not necessary. Draw to play.
Yes.
4 cards in hand. 2 of them are Griffin. Why are you shuffling when Kiki comes up? So Kiki's second spell mode is shuffle this card into your deck. Exploration for 4 cards. And Kiki's top half says that if you reveal it as your card that you're exploring, you can cast it for free, which means I can cast the bottom half for free. So I can just like keep cycling my deck to try to get something. So that's what that means, Travis. Combat.
Yeah, it's going down.
16 in the air.
Yeah, that was ouch.
Okay. I have options. And I don't particularly like them, but I have options. I do have 5 removed, so that's nice. So I do have Eternal. but I have this freaking claw in my hand. I will play Chelina.
Yes.
I will use Chelina's effect to target my Wise Dragon.
Okay.
Doop.
Okay, alright.
I will attempt to play my Wise Dragon for free.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 5 there. Oh no, sorry, there's only 4. My bad. Hold on. Before I actually have to explore with Selesta real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit one, but I actually have to explore. I keep forgetting that hidden history is not a treasure. Explore.
It should be an addition treasure.
Yeah, addition treasure. Like, ugh. Can you imagine? Wow, we actually whiffed. Okay.
Nice.
So
you want to pay that 1 for that dragon, all right?
Nah, I think I'll just keep him in hand for later. He's doing fine.
Right.
I'm just waiting for you to make me discard a card again, and I'll just discard him again. It's fine. Let's see. I'm gonna pass the turn at that point.
Ready? I draw for turn.
Sure.
I will untap.
If anyone wants in on next game, let us know in the chat. If you're a member, you're more than welcome to jam a game with us.
I'm gonna hard cast this bad boy Griffin right here.
That is a hard casted Griffin. What are you infinitely cycling? What is the spell to infinitely cycle with this Welser deck? Is it just Game of Dreams? Because if it's just Game of Dreams, I'm not sure I'm concerned.
No, it's something else. It's just
Okay. Yeah. Griffin's good. I have nothing in response to Griffin. But like you can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're at 9 stones? Right? Is it 9 or I can't count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 9. How are we getting the last stone other than performing calling?
Guinevere's effect.
That will do it. Yes. I will respond to Guinevere's effect.
Okay.
Attempt to put Guinevere back at the bottom of your deck with optical camouflage.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. Guinevere's at the bottom of your deck.
Draw 2. Discard 1.
Mm-hmm. Think burn spell, Jeremy. Is it just infinite thunder? I don't know. That seems...
Kind of pooped on me there.
Sorry. Turns out Chelina's a good card.
No, she really is. Like,
I honestly kind of think Chelina should have been the super over Mirage. If I'm being honest.
really?
Yeah, I think Chelina just does more. I think...
Oh, no, I mean...
Oh, Last Secret Sword? I guess. Cast it, goes to grave, recover. Is that it? You just burned me 4 times with Last Secret Sword?
Falls down?
Yeah. Okay, we're safe for a turn.
Jesus.
No, double green, too. Oh, we don't even have to worry about Game of Dreams this turn.
Oh, I need it. I'm running 3 Welser stones. What the heck?
Oh. Feels good.
Let's play this.
An addition? Okay. Yes.
Oh. Dang it. Pass turn.
Okay, so we know that you have obviously a Game of Dreams in hand. You discarded the second Griffin, so you have Game of Dreams and 3 unknowns. Okay. Go to my turn. Draw.
Yeah.
Before recovery. Attempt to cast Claw of the Dragonoid.
Damn.
Aren't we?
Yeah,
Aren't we glad? Aren't we glad we playing that one red bluestone? Is that good? I'll pay 1 to be able to still cast it.
Yeah, you win. Also, he has one more greenstone.
What was your question? What are the other? I knew there was a Pharesia's Journey. I felt very confident that there was a Pharesia's Journey. What what are the other? What are the other 2 cards? What are the other 2 cards in your hand?
Power and Griffin.
So the other 2 cards in your hand are another Griffin and part of True Power.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I was safe either way then. Because I had Exorcist. So sweet.
Greenstone, and I would have been able to do something.
Well, no, I like that's the thing is this is why we play Exorcist in this deck, is because we don't want stuff to happen. So like even if you had the 1 greenstone, we had Exorcist in hand to be able to stop. Is that the burn? The like infinite last secret sorting me? That's what that's what our chat is saying. Sorry,
literally the other one is just I have the discard spell so that I can keep casting them and just rip your hand apart.
Sure, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But like the secret sword would be like the last one.
Yeah, because you just so you rip my hand down to 0. And then
I think what I'm gonna do to make it a little bit faster is I'm gonna put in the Mikage Reyes, more of them.
How many are you playing?
I'm only playing like 2 right now. I was just testing it out to see if I could get it to work.
Sure.
Because I was like, if I do Guinevere, I get to draw 2, discard 1. It's just I'm trying to like fill the grave as fast as I can. Basically.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. For Game of Dreams, that makes total sense. You just got to really watch out for Exorcist plays for sure.
Yeah, if I can get the discard cards early on and keep you down to like 1 to 2 cards, but with Celesta, that's going to be nearly impossible.
Yeah, that's we're playing a lot. I'm playing a lot more of the like. I know a lot of. I've talked to some people who aren't playing. Are not playing Purse.
Yeah.
And I think that's just wrong. I think you play Purse. Because if there's nothing to target, Purse is just pay 1, draw 1. Yeah. Right? Which is really, really nice. Because like they were I was playing against Paul too, and like his board was clear, and I was like, guess I'm bouncing my own hidden history so I can draw a card. But if I had Purse, then it's like, oh, I'll just pay 1, draw 1.
Yeah.
Because hidden history is not doing anything on your turn. Like it's only a good stone on my turn. Good games though, dude. Good games.
Oh yeah. Just work in progress. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, also there's a cool ruler. I have an alt art one coming my way. I'm very excited about it.
That's awesome.
Cool.
All right, man. I'll keep watching the stream. You have a good rest of your night, Jeremy.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the games. Thanks for being a supporter. Appreciate it.
All right.
Bye. I think I got time tonight for one more person. If there's one more person in the stream who is interested in playing a game, otherwise we might just call it here for tonight. It's been a fun 3 hours. We've talked about, trying to do these for like 3-hour streams, on Wednesdays to make up for the fact that we don't have feature matches because Paul and I aren't meeting up together. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had a good time. This was a lot of fun. If this is something that you're interested in, us doing more. No one else wants a game, I'll give a game a shot. Absolutely, Joey. Go ahead and just join the Discord server for Ruler School TCG. It is down below. There's a link in the description. Yeah, 1 green black zone W. So just join the Discord through the link down there, and let me know what your Discord handle is so that I can I'm down for one more game. I got time. So that I know to give you the role of being a member on the channel so that you can join my little voice chat here. And we'll jam some games. So Zero, is that Pierman Joe? Zero Spectre, thank you for joining. Pierman Joe, where are you? Let's give you your role. Thank you for being a member here on the channel. An alumni. Go ahead and whenever you're ready, Joey, go ahead and join the FoWednesday voice chat, and I'll get our game set up here. If you don't have voice, that's okay. We can play this way. Just be sure to also like pause the stream or mute the stream so that you don't see my hand.
Hello.
Hello, Joey. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. The game is up on Untap. Feel free to jump in. Thank you for joining as a member of the channel. Appreciate your support.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been watching a bit more. I'm pretty new to the game, so
welcome to the game. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, I started right around AO3.
Oh yeah, good time to get in. That was a fun set. That was a fun set for sure.
Yeah. So I have a very jank deck.
Oh, Magna!
I'm very excited. Trust me, it's weird. It's not what you expect.
I'm excited. I rolled a 2. I rolled a bad number. Well, maybe a good number, right. I guess. Not letting Magna
D20.
Yeah, not letting Magna have Energize.
Oh, I rolled
probably
a 5.
Good.
That's only slightly better.
It's better enough to make it so that you don't get Energize, which I think is good.
It's okay. Trust me. It's weird. This deck's gonna be really weird.
That's what I want to see, and to be honest, that's why we decided to do these FoWednesday things, because like we can only come up with so many different ideas, and so we want to see what people come up with. So
I mostly picked Magna only because there wasn't a really good roller in the colors I wanted.
Sure.
So
I am ready to go when you are. I have done Miles.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Take your time. This has been fun. I'm glad we decided to do this.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know. I've been playing with some friends a little bit, but they don't get to play as often as I'd like. All right, so I send to deck bottom. Okay.
Yeah, if you have a keyboard, you can do the Y key on your keyboard is the hotkey to send a card to the bottom of the deck, like while you're hovering over it. It can be
good to know.
So
that's perfect.
Take it away.
All right. I'm ready. All right, so tap. All right. Well, unfortunately, the one stone that's bad. So, how do I pass turn in untap?
There's a little arrow thing next to like where it says turns.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
That passes the turn. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Green black being a bad stone. Okay, not used to that. Calls.
It's jank.
I like it. I'm already a fan.
All right.
We'll go ahead and play Hidden History Celesta.
All right.
Do you mind terribly if I shortcut here and just RFG the thing that I'm going to put on top of my deck?
I do trust you.
Okay, thank you.
I think you have people watching you anyway, so
I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I still get to draw a card, but I'll remove this Thunder Parasol from the game.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
and then pass to you. Go ahead.
All right. Draw. All right. Oh. Okay. Man, I cast stuff. And I'm actually just gonna pass.
Okay. Draw. The mystery continues.
The mystery continues.
Draw to play. Got blue green. You know, there's nothing better after a good day in the library than hanging out with your good friend Kiki.
Oh man, yeah, of course, Kiki's the best.
Kiki is the freaking best. We'll put this back on top. We'll go ahead and peep. We'll go ahead and explore. Attempt to explore.
Yep.
Attempt to explore too.
Yep.
Good.
All good.
Endless purse. Okay. I'm glad that it's not as terrible to play Celesta on untap as I was afraid it was going to be.
Yeah.
With all the like looking at top deck. They've done a good job upgrading. I'm going to attempt to move out of main phase.
Yep.
And then I'm going to, in my end phase,
Yep.
like the very last priority sequence, attempt to use Celesta's effect.
Okay. I'm gonna pay 1 blue. I'm gonna cast Purse.
What? I was about to do that.
Well, I cast Purse first.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Purse is good.
All right.
Draw one,
So draw one.
shuffle back in.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Gets shuffled
Hold
back
on.
in, right? Because treasures
Yeah.
just say that you never deck out.
Yeah. Oh, how do I get it out of graveyard?
You can just click
That's
on
the
the.
one.
You can just click on the card, your graveyard,
see it.
and it'll bring up your menu. Yep.
And then I shuffle deck.
Cool.
Cool.
I will.
All right.
I will put an endless purse on the chase.
Yep.
Okay, I'll draw a
That's
card.
fine.
Now we
Yep.
both have unlimited hand size.
Yeah.
And then-
Unlimited.
Go to your turn.
All right. So in this game, draw comes first, right?
Correct.
Before
It's draw then untap because
Yeah.
before you recover is technically a playable phase with instant speed stuff.
Gotcha. All right. What am I gonna do here?
So I assume you come from Magic.
I do. Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
Can I-
It's been nice because it's easier to understand this game, but there's still some differences.
Like having played Magic, it's easier to understand. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, because there's a lot of like parallel stuff.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
tell
like-
people. I tell people if you play Magic, you know about 85% of the rules for Force of Will. Like just by knowing how to play Magic.
Because it's like you just need to learn new names for stuff.
Yep.
And all right. Don't quite have the cards in need, so let's pass.
Okay. Draw.
Yep.
Recover Callstone. Chelina?
Yeah.
I'll bounce my Kiki back to hand.
Yeah, that's it. Seems good.
Play Kiki.
Yep.
Two. Put this one back on top of the deck. No, we'll save that for right now. Put this on top of the deck. Explore 3. Attempt to explore 3.
Yep, go ahead.
Cool. Grimoire of the Seven Luminaries.
Yep. It's the gain life one. All right.
Yep. Come on, go to the bottom of the deck, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Once again, we will attempt to move out of my main phase.
Yep.
And then in that last priority sequence, we'll put one instance of Celesta's ability on the chase.
Yes. I'm just gonna cantrip.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do it one more.
Yeah, okay.
There it goes. Like I said, this deck's weird, but
I'm loving it already.
I'm having fun with it. So
Yeah.
All right, yep. Your stuff resolves then.
Okay, I'll do Endless Purse again on draw a card.
Mhm.
Even more unlimited hand size.
Yeah, double infinite hands.
I'll pass to, at that point in time. I'll pass to you.
All right. Draw one.
I think the most I've ever had in hand with the Celesta deck is 22.
Oh, nice.
I had 22 cards in hand at one point, which was terrible because I also had more Gianna on field. So it's just like, exactly what I wanted. I think I had 6 cards left in deck, and it was like, which of these 6 do I want?
All right.
Okay, bug, black, blue, green.
Yeah, I think I screwed up the mana base when I was building the deck.
Are you not
So-
playing? Are you not playing Autoraktia's Memorias, or are we just not?
I should be. I should be.
I was about to say, or are we just not seeing them?
I think I might have accidentally added too many of Dark Depths
Oh, sure,
instead.
sure.
I'm kind of new to Untapped, so.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
All right. So first, we're gonna play Spirit of Magic.
Oh, I'm concerned. I'm in danger. Spirit of Magic cast is fine. I have no response.
Okay. I'm gonna tap 2 blue. I'm gonna play Mirage.
Oh no. I'm going to Can this hit? Okay. I'm going to respond.
Yeah.
To the casting of Mirage.
Okay. So on the chase.
While Mirage is on the chase, I'll burn my coin and attempt to play Optical Camouflage, targeting Spirit of Magic.
Yep. Seems fine.
And that will go to the bottom of your deck
Bottom of your
because
deck, yeah.
because of Chilena.
Right. You said wise.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Mirage is good. Mirage.
All right. All right. Sounds good. All right. Then I'll cast for C.
Yeah. In response.
Yep.
Second Optical Camouflage to put your Mirage on the bottom of your deck.
So that for C still goes for free, correct?
Yes, because
Okay.
you've put it on the chase to make it
Yep.
to make it 0. Yes. You determine cost and then put it on the chase. So
Yep.
you reveal card, declare intent to cast, determine any reductions, pay cost, put on chase, pass priority. So
Yep.
you still get to do it for 0.
Yeah.
I just
Gotcha.
don't want you to do infinite 4Cs, please.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been nice.
Yeah.
I want to live that dream.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I'll pass turn there.
Okay, draw. Recover. Call stone. Play. Okay. Second hidden history.
Yep.
Draw. There we go. That's one that I actually wanted. I'll just put that card as you right back on top. Explore for 4.
Yep.
Panda Jewel.
Gotcha.
So many cards. In both of our
Ours
hands.
is the best.
Yeah.
That's why I built this deck.
Combat.
Yep.
3.
3, 2, 3.
Yes. Value.
Oh, you get that damage in.
Just a casual 14 turn clock. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'll pass turn.
Oh.
Actually, I'll attempt to move out of main phase.
Yeah. At the end, I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna cantrip.
Yeah.
Cool. I will also do some cantripping.
Yeah.
Actually, I will. I'll endless purse and I'll gain 800 life.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's gonna be the big problem, actually.
The life gain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of why I was like, I think I'm gonna get this one out of the way now, just to have it.
Yeah.
Go to you.
All right. Well, let's get us down. Oh, there they are. Yeah, there's the memorials.
Okay, good.
All right. We just hadn't seen them yet.
Five color stone is go.
Yes. All right. Well, it doesn't feel as good, but I'll cast for C.
Yeah, for C's good.
2. All right. Then tap 1.
Sure.
The Morgiana.
Yeah. Oh, they have the promo one on here? I gotta go back and change this deck.
Oh yeah. It's real nice.
The promo one is gorgeous. I have him in real life, and I'm just like, ugh. Finally get to use these.
I know they look so good. The other one looks good too, but
right, this one just looks so much better.
Oh yeah. And then I will play another for C on the chase.
That's fine. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Look at
so how does
peak? It's peak 3. You'll peak 3, pick a card,
Okay.
send the others to bottom. Peak 3,
yes.
select a card, send the
Okay.
others to bottom. Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick that one. We go why that one? Why that one? Okay.
Cool.
Then and then one more, correct?
Yeah.
Because it's draw 2.
It's draw
Yeah.
2. Yes. So you'll do the peak 3 twice.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess you could do peak 6, but then I just have to like hold you to the standard of like pick from the first 3, pick from the second 3.
Yeah, I feel like I'd screw it up too
Yeah.
easy, so we'll just do it this way.
Sounds good.
All right, and then that is a pass turn.
Okay. I don't want to draw it again. So before recovery or before draw on my turn, we're gonna explore. No, don't draw. What are you trying to do, game? Trying to make me do things. Okay. I don't want any of those. So are you good if I just tell you that I hit a kiki because I did?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because time. Okay, let's see.
Take your time.
Get up that spinner. Let's see how many kikis in a row I can hit. Current record of the night is 4.
That's pretty good.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. We hit what we wanted. There's claw.
All right.
Okay. You are currently
And that
tapped.
puts you to 5, correct?
That does put me to 5. Before draw.
Yep.
Before recovery, we will attempt to use Celesta's ability. 3 times. We will put her ability on the chase for 3.
Yep.
We'll do swiftness, bounce your Morgiana back to your hand, draw a card, endless purse, draw a card.
Yep.
So draw 3. Recover.
Yep.
Perform judgment.
Yeah.
Alt face. Combat.
Yeah.
36.
All right, I go to 1.
So Chelina for lethal.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Good game. Yeah, I was like, I was so.
I
I
mean-
had the extra mana.
Yeah, for the Pharesius journey. Yep. Did you have it in hand before you cast the 4C?
I don't think so.
Okay, because that makes sense.
Not
Because I think if you had it in hand, like I'm not sure how
I
much.
should have held it.
I think you just hold it open, right?
Yeah.
Because, like you tapping out, knowing that I'm at 4 treasures is iffy, especially since I have so many cards in hand. Because it's like the likelihood that I have a Kiki in there is pretty high.
Yeah, I think so. I drew my like key spells a little too late here.
Oh sure.
Because the idea is, so you saw the Mirage before,
Yes.
and so it's all about getting her big.
Yes.
And to facilitate that, I have the Eltsting's secret hideout.
Yep, to make her safe. Yep.
And then to be able to like go off casting extra spells, I have a Ziz.
That seems good.
Because in playtesting, I had a lot of trouble with my friend bouncing the secret hideout. So
bouncing the secret hideout against like as a Selesta deck because she has addition removal with the treasures. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I started playing a couple extra Zizzes.
No, I think for control decks, the Ziz Altising secret hideout combo is actually really good because they just like they form this little protection lock, and I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I think that's a really cool kind of like two-page interaction. So
yeah, I was real close. That last turn is when I actually drew hideout.
Sure.
Like, everything I needed. I'm sitting hand with this stupid dragon.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I've seen the dragon where like you cast all your 4Cs for free, and then you're just like dragon, and you're like, oh well.
Yeah, that was actually going to be. I had like 2 4Cs when you bounced Mirage.
Yep.
So I was like, dang, I was about to go off.
Yeah.
But it was good.
I still like. I'm when I first saw Chelina, I read her and I was like, this seems okay. This seems fine. It's weird that we have send back, but okay, I guess. And then I realized just how much of Celesta's package is bounce entities, not bounce not bouncing resonators. And then Chelina's just like, no, if anything your opponent controls would get bounced. And I'm like, wow, that's just really good.
Yeah, I think Chelina and Mirage are like my 2 like most exciting cards.
Yeah, Mirage is definitely really cool for sure. Yeah, look, Chelina. Yep.
I am playing them, but there was no point in you bouncing your.
Yeah,
because I was like, I can give you Kiki value or give you Kiki value.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like what you want to do. Yeah, no, Mirage is. That's one of the things that I've really. I mean, obviously, you came into the game at AO3, right? So, 4C had been reprinted the set before you came in because it was reprinted in AO2.
Yes.
But before that, it's like a way old card. But like, it never really saw play, and so to me, I really like a lot of these split cards that have reprinted spells on them because they make the spell like. Oh yeah, I actually kind of want to play this. Like, send back being addition hate. Like, that's really nice.
Yeah, I think. Good.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I think some of this is like some of the cards are like, as an old Magic player.
Sure.
Like I was like 4C, pay 2, draw 2. That sounds great. But like you don't really do it in Force of Will.
Yeah.
I found out, and then it's like, oh great, I can make it so I actually. Want to play this,
right? Like one of my favorite dual card is the 2-drop black guy with Bane. That's also Endless Night, because Endless Night for a time being in its format, Endless Night was a very, very good card, and then 3-drop removal is wonky in this game. Like all of our decent removal is 2-drop or less. So 3-drop is like, why are you playing this? But then they were like, oh, hey, if you play it as a body first, this card is almost always a 2-for-1. And I'm like, that seems really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I also just kind of wish there was a decent ruler. So I went with Magna.
Sure.
So, I mean, I am splashing black.
Is there a reason? Oh, because of the splash black? Is that why?
So, yeah. I mean, the other reason was that there didn't really seem like any other, like, blue-green rulers.
Oh, sure.
That like, because it was like, okay, there's Machina, and then but that had no synergy.
Are you playing any strangers in this deck?
I was playing what's that 3-mana draw 2 stranger?
Oh yeah, the blue dragon.
Yeah.
My thought would be potentially even if you're not playing like this reanimator package, I kind of think you want to play Welser. The new ruler from this new set, the one that was
Okay.
that Toby was just playing, because what Welser does, I think particularly because you're doing this like spell slinger combo style shenanigans, and so to be a little bit more will efficient.
Oh, because he
untaps your stone, and like you still get energized green, which is still very good for what you want to be doing.
Right.
And if you're not playing strangers, Magna doesn't really make sense, because then his judgment is just pay 5, put out a 20/20.
Yeah.
So I think Welser might be what you might want to take a look into.
Yeah, I didn't think about Welser. I was and I'm really only splashing black because if I'm not wrong, I might be wrong, but Morgiana doesn't work with Mirage. It's like a non-vote because like you're not drawing; it's a replacement.
Let me read Morgiana real quick.
Because hers is if you would draw a card outside of drawing a card, you look at 3 and put 1 into your hand.
Is it if you would draw a card in your draw phase other than you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 of them into your hand. Yeah, because it's put, not draw.
Yeah. So I wanted to. She's a really cool like engine. This
is very cheeky to sacrifice your Morgianas for End of Friendships, and I'm about it.
Yeah, because it's like okay, at a certain point I don't want it anymore.
Right.
I don't want her anymore. So, and I needed removal.
Yeah.
In the deck.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not playing strangers, I would look into the idea of playing Welser instead. If you do want to play Magna, I would at least play Healing Gimmick.
Okay.
Because it's a 0-cost stranger, void stranger from AO2 that it's a 2/6. You can banish it to draw a card and gain 1,000 life.
Yeah.
So it's just a cycle. But I think Welser's probably more in line with what you want to be doing anyway. Because then the idea becomes too is like, say you tap out to play. So like say even on turn 1, right? Or no, she's double blue, so you can't. But like turn 2, you play Mirage, and then play a 4C for free from hand. Then you get to recover a stone, and so then you're like going into your opponent's turn 2 with a stone up.
Yeah.
Right. So you can get some more like interaction there. I think he's just gonna get you further with what you want to do, though. I do love the combo. I love Mirage as a card. She's very fun.
Yeah, that was the one that I was like, oh man, that card looks fun. I want a deck around that.
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the Welser variants that I've been toying around with is like using 4 copies of Mirage and 4 copies of 4C.
So if I go ahead
to like play Mirage, dig through my entire deck, cast 4 dragons, and just be like, huh. Because the way split cards work is you can technically play 4 of the split card and 4 of its base, so you can play 8.
Yeah,
4Cs.
Yes. I guess my question is, if I switch to Welser, the stone base, if I did like 4 dark depths, because I think blue is definitely my main color.
Sure. My thought would be for the Welser my thought would be for the Welser list, for what you're talking about needing the splash black for, is End of Friendship your only splash black?
Yeah.
If End of Friendship's your only splashback, then it's probably something where you're casting it after having already cast something that turn, I would imagine. Right? So my thought would be play 4 Dark Depths, 4 Deepwood, which is the blue-green, and then 2 of Welser's Stone.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because Welser's Stone, if you recover it with him, becomes a 5-color stone.
Yes.
So like then you can get the splash black when you need it, especially if your only black is End of Friendship.
Right.
So that would be my thought. No,
yeah,
but thanks for the game.
Thank you very much. It was great to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep it up, and maybe we'll play against you next week.
All right. Take care.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
So everybody, that is going to be it for us tonight on this FoWednesday. Hope you had a wonderful time. I did, for sure. This was an absolute blast. We are definitely going to be doing this more next time. I think next week we're going to be looking at Lilius, I think is what we're going to be talking about next week, or maybe looking into more Mikage. We'll see. We'll maybe make a poll on the Force Will Global or in the Discord to see what people want to see next week. We're going to go ahead and put the deck profile for this video. If you're tuning in now, hopefully you can go back to the beginning of the video and see the build in the first like 40 minutes of how we built the deck. But we'll be doing a deck profile video for this list later this week. Thank you to all of the wonderful members who have been active in the chat, or just people watching and hanging out, for all the new members of our Discord and people who decided to join as members tonight. Super appreciative. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to consider supporting us, again, you can click that little join button right below where I am. It's the easiest way to support us financially, and goes to get all kinds of cool stuff, and even helped us make this, this kind of setup, this rig. And we really appreciate it. But otherwise, we hope you just enjoyed it and participate and engage, and we'll see you guys next week. Be sure to tune back in on Monday for our next office hours discussion podcast, and then we'll be back next Wednesday with another wonderful Foul Wednesday. So happy Foul Wednesday, everybody, and until next time, this is DMO73 saying class dismissed. Have a good night, everybody.